Welcome to Adventures in Green and Garb plays Descent into Avernus. Chapter 10.
Diaz?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Everybody in hell that speaks Espanol. So, all right, we're back. What happened last time to our Sideshow Slashers? Well, I think they ended up finding Duke Ravengard and exorcising him from the demon that was possessing him, only to find out that he'd been seeing some visions about Zario, and more specifically General Yale, who had somehow found Zario's sword, plunged it into the ground, and created a so-called bleeding citadel, I believe, that is housing the sword. And everybody on El Terrell believes that the sword is probably the way to save the city. And so our dashing heroes, quote unquote, one of them being lawful evil or neutral evil,
Actually, just in the sense of running.
literally jumped off El Terrell, which is being chained and sucked down into the River Styx, and with some flying potions and other methods of flying, made it to the wasteland that is Avernus on the ground. It was very inhospitable, and they spent some time looking for Fort Knucklebone, where Lulu remembered she had been in Avernus. Mm-hmm. After trekking through the wasteland, their, let's say, mind and body were warped by the strong effects of Avernus. Some people getting some unique abilities, and others, which we will see very soon, Haro, what happened. And they finally arrived, after much trepidation, to Fort Knucklebone. They met Mad Maggie, one of the warlords of Avernus, and her many redcaps. They managed to convince her to help with finding Lulu's memories, which she wanted in exchange. Well, she wanted the information, let's say. And after going through a dreamscape, which they found the location, apparently Lulu found the location in her mind of the Bleeding Citadel where the sword may be housed. Maggie was satisfied and gifted you, I think, some Infernal War Machines.
Mm-hmm. The sweet new ride.
Yeah. So we'll see what those are about soon as we take back in the dusty Fort Knucklebone, surrounded by many garages and Infernal War Machines and redcaps. Those little devious creatures which love nothing more than to play tricks and fart, apparently. And yeah, so I think the absolute last thing was you left Mad Maggie's chambers, which you had completed the dream sequence. I think Haro and a few others were looking over you to make sure everything was okay. It turned out pretty well. Well, I take that back. Judgment almost died, but he became a giant ape, and then he was okay.
Yeah, that's right.
It was very good.
That all happened.
Judge Kong.
Judge Kong. He grabbed Des and made it all the way to the top of the Avernus Tower.
I can't believe I forgot that I turned him into a giant ape.
So, a situation. And Lulu had mentioned that, yeah, she likely knew the location of this Bleeding Citadel where Zario's sword might be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so take it away.
What happened?
Haro, you know what I was just thinking?
What were you thinking?
You go first. What were you thinking?
I was just wondering.
I was just wondering. What?
Are you still giggles?
Yeah, I was still in the giggles.
I thought we killed you. I mean, I thought you were murdered.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just transform back into my natural state. Well, yeah, okay, but I was giggles because I wanted to get, close to his brothers, and look what they gave me! And I pull out of my bag the clockwork dog.
Oh, yeah.
Haro, what should I name the dog? If you wind him up, he moves.
Rough?
So, okay. That's a good name. Rough, because life is rough in Avernus. Ha ha ha. And I wind the dog up so he can walk beside us.
Okay, so you get the dog down on Avernus's rocky ground, and it walks awkwardly and looks at you and goes, bow, bow, wow, wow, bow. I don't know what do dogs do? I've never seen one.
Fork.
Work.
You go, arf, arf.
Oh yeah, arf, 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 arf. Yeah. Actually, this is a
Hard,
dog
you know
I could get next to.
Yeah. Well, because we, we were able to go into Lulu's memories through Mad Maggie. You know what you should have asked her? Because you don't remember anything about your past. You should have been like, can you enter my memories to figure out, who I was before I met the illustrious Des?
Well, I don't know if I really want to remember who I was.
That makes sense. You were probably a nobody before me, so I would want to forget about it too.
No, I was definitely somebody before you, but it's okay.
So, Des and Haro, as you're talking to each other, Des, you seem to, you look at Haro and he looks normal, and all of a sudden his features begin to change a little bit. Haro, I need you to give me a D100 roll.
Oh, God.
As Avernus has warped your mind and body.
92.
92?
It's a very high number.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but...
We're going to find out.
Okay. So Des, what you see is that Haro is sort of shifting in and out of his space. Haro, to you, everything looks normal, but from the outside, Des, it looks like he's almost like sometimes he's transparent, other times he's opaque. Like he's just shifting sort of in and out. Haro, you have your body becomes unmoored from three-dimensional space. You can now
What was that word?
unmoored. Yeah, you're like unlinked to regular three-dimensional space. You can now teleport as your movement any speed you have, and provoking no attack of opportunities.
Okay.
So you don't want my mental inspiration anymore. That's fine.
In addition, you gain +2 wisdom, but lose -4 strength.
Oh, shucks.
Is that bad?
No, it's not.
Okay.
He doesn't care.
All right. So you all see Haro being transparent. It looks like he sort of gains control of it after a moment, and he becomes opaque again. But now he is, and you found power within him.
Haro, stay very still. And I'm going to stretch my hand out to try to put it through him as he planar shifts.
And you hit his body unless he moves.
Oh.
Stop
I was
touching
conducting
this.
I was conducting a scientific experiment because you were there and then you were not.
I conduct an experiment of my own, and I teleport behind her and poke her in the back.
Oh my God. Oh, isn't there a meme for that? Shoot. Nothing personal, kid, or something? I don't know.
Shadow step. Shadow step.
Shadow step. Okay.
Shadow.
So sometimes you see Haro still sort of flicker a little bit. For the most part, he has control of this first form. And if it happens again, as you all know, as I mentioned last time, the next, if you're outside in Avernus again without protection, it would only get worse. Mm-hmm. So,
I have question, theoretically speaking. We have potions now to get rid of this magic, right? But like, what's the if for example I was out and about running around in Avernus and I didn't like do anything to protect myself and I got these more magic stuff, what would happen if I took potion? Would I still have fancy sword and not bad magic stuff, or would I be totally back to normal?
He asks the gods.
So Mad Maggie comes up to you and says, good question. In this case, it would work if you could drink the potion at that point.
Oh, this
We'll
is
have, like-
important information to have.
He'll have like 2 hands.
Yes.
Your hands are free. Yeah, she says, you could become a little slime or like a new Burbino. It would be pretty terrible.
Oh,
Also, inspiration, Haro, Des, Anatoly.
But you could be slime with a sword arm. You know?
slime with sword arm sounds good to me. Thank you, crazy lady.
So Mad Maggie comes and says, so did you enjoy the dreamscape?
I did, but it was a lot. It was a lot on my brain. You know, we're very delicate in the brain areas now.
Right. Okay, well, I will do one more thing for you. How about this? You can stay the night in one of my extra garages. There's very few places where you can get a well, you can rest here in Avernus, as mortals anyway.
That sounds lovely.
I would love to stretch my legs. Or rest my head. Is Judgment still large gorilla? Can I sleep on him?
No, he was only a gorilla in his mind.
Dreams. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Judgment
then.
executed it. So, good.
Then then I'm gonna go rest. Goodbye.
I will grab 4 and I will take him to go snuggle.
Okay. 4 has a hard time wanting to. He desperately wants to go to the machines, but.
5. I'm in 5.
Oh, you mean Mambo?
Mambo number 5. Yes. 7.
Okay. All right. Well, you get to snuggle up with both 4 and Mambo. You can sleep with a construct at one side and an undead at the other. So that's great.
Fantastic.
Okay. So you're all going to take a long rest then. This will be one of the few times you get to take a long rest, so that you may want to take advantage of Maggie's.
Goodbye. Night.
Before I rest, I use 2 of my level 3 spells to cast Goodberry.
Yay.
20 berries that are plus 6 HP.
So,
whoa, yeah.
Weren't they rotten though?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
they were rotten.
So, Hara, when you create these berries, they still have their healing properties, but they're very difficult to swallow. Anything you create, food, water, or already have on your Avernus, is basically rotten and disgusting.
It's not food. It's not food. It's a magical berry.
Yeah, even anything created in Avernus, anything, even if it's magical, is rotten. So you can still eat it and you'll get the hit point benefit, but you'll have to do a Constitution check to be able to stomach it.
Really?
Yes. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything, even if you use create food or water, any kind of magical effect if it's anything consumable, it's you can still use it, but you have to make Constitution save to use it.
Fair enough.
hey, Haro, can I have some of those fancy berries of yours? Even if they do look like little turds of shit.
I give each of you 4 of them.
Yay. You said plus
4
6?
berries plus 6 HP.
Okay.
Sweet.
So Mad Maggie says, I will prepare the Infernal War Machines, and tomorrow, come get them. Sleep well. And she sort of like shambles off a little bit. And
Inspires comfort.
And your new friend, Sovereignty, Mikey, comes over to you, this big fella, and he puts his fist up to you. And he slams you really hard, but he looks really excited. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. As you recoil a little bit. And Matt says, I am Mikey. And he beckons you to follow him.
I do that.
You follow him and
You should ask your new friend Mikey if he wants to travel with us, because we could use the arm power just as like an idea, because Maggie's probably great personality, but maybe he wants a new job, a new gig.
Yeah, I'll ask. It's a good idea.
You're next to him as you walk towards this hangar or garage. Did you want to ask, or?
Yes.
What do you want to ask? Sorry, go ahead and give it to me.
I can't remember if he understood me or not. I think he did. So, Mikey, how do you like it here?
I am Mikey.
I get that.
Inspiration, Sovereignty.
That was relatable. I don't know what you're talking about. So we're kind of, a traveling group, and there's always a vacancy. If you felt like coming with us, that offer's on the table.
He puts up his big hands, and he looks at his foot that injury that you solved that apparently no one else wanted to take care of. And
there's more healing where that came from.
He looks at you and and looks over at Mad Maggie's walking away, and he says, "I am Mikey."
I mean, she probably wouldn't care, right?
I mean, you destroy. I don't know how many of her damn red caps you killed, but Sabri, you get the idea that he doesn't want to leave.
He doesn't want to leave. Okay.
Yeah, despite the situation.
Back. You could come back when we're just trying to go find the sword, I think, and like, I don't know.
He sort of shakes it. He says, "I am Mikey," and he goes over and hugs you really, really tight, like a bear hug. He doesn't know his own strength, and then sadly goes over and looks like he's a little teary-eyed, but he definitely doesn't look like he does not want to leave, unfortunately. But I'll let you do a persuasion check at a very high DC.
Okay.
You can do it.
I'm gonna
Say, "I am sovereignty," and then he'll understand.
Oh, dang it. My other paladin has like a +10 charisma thing, but that's a different track.
Jeez.
Oh, well. That's a 16.
No, it is unfortunately not enough. You see, Mikey is very tempted, but it seems like he wants to stay here at his home.
It's all right. I get it. You got roots.
Hi, Mikey. And then he opens a door to the hangar. It looks like another one of these garages where one of these Infernal War Machines would have been kept, but it's empty. And it smells of oils and farts.
Nice.
Oh,
As you
that's
see,
nice.
I just see a little red cap sort of skitter off. He goes, and he runs off into the distance.
I'm going to turn to Mikey. Hey, Mikey, can you open a window?
He says, "Oh, bye, Mikey." And he slams his fist on like a button of some sort, and the whole garage bay opens. It's mechanical, but in an archaic way.
Oh, that way we get some fresh air, but also now I'm worried that something could just enter in the night and kill us. So, is this a good idea?
But it seemed to have it aired it out a little bit.
I was just pulling on your leg. But it's all better now, so it's fine.
He looks at his leg. He's like, "Oh, Mikey," and he runs off.
No.
Hey.
So, okay, now you have a place to rest. It looks like Maggie has cast some kind of protection spell on this particular building for you, wherein you can actually take a long rest and not suffer the effects of Avernus. You can normally not take a long rest in Avernus at all, anywhere. So this will be your opportunity.
I'm gonna look around the room. Do we see any loose change anywhere? Any fun?
Give me a perception roll.
That'd be cool. Yeah, totally. Beep, beep, beep. 15.
15. You don't find anything to be of value. Just tools, things like used tools for war machines. That's it.
Lame. Okay, well, I don't need any of this.
I'm going to cuddle up with Mambo and begin my deep slumber.
Okay. And
I go up to Mambo and I whisper in Mambo's ear, "Anatoly didn't even remember your name, so don't get too comfortable."
he goes,
He got number 5, right?
"He's Mambo." And he goes to sleep with Anatoly, as is his purview. Okay, anybody else want to do anything before you take a long rest? Now, remember, there's no day-night cycles in Avernus, so at this point you can go to sleep whenever you'd like. I would close the door behind you.
I'm just going to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's bedtime.
Okay. All right, you all receive a long rest. You have some disturbing nightmares in your sleep and like hellish fire, brimstone sort of things. It's not pleasant, but you do get a long rest.
I sure left her.
But now, after your long rest, I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah, 11.
11? 12?
12.
12?
Hey.
Haro?
I'm either 18 or 19. I have to see what my proficiency bonus should be. Right
Oh,
now.
God, that's okay. I'll be keeping track of these, so... Okay.
Ah.
Again, you wake up, everything seems normal. You wake up to the sound of machinery.
Morning.
Okay. You look at the sound of machinery and some chuck-on clonking.
Who's there? I will kill you and cut out your heart.
Let you ching, ching, clink, clink.
What?
Crickets. I'm going to.
Where are we off to, guys?
So Maggie has the Infernal War Machines probably ready for you, which you can use to traverse Avernus without getting horribly disfigured.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go up to Chukka and Clonk.
Okay, so you're heading over to the hangar?
You're
heading over to the garage?
I figured.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to get up, make your way to
I'm transforming into Giggles before I do that.
Okay,
Obviously.
all right, you do. And the Chuck and Clonk are two Kenku who seem to have some kind of brotherhood with Giggles or something.
Well, Giggles, time to go.
Okay, and then you see Chuck and Clonk, and they're covered in like some kind of oil or grease. Looks like they've been working all night on this large war machine that will likely be yours. So let me get a picture of that real quick. And so they both come up to you, Des, and he goes, Chuck and Clonk. Chucka goes, Chucka, we'll miss you, Giggles. And Clonk says, Clonk, hate to see you go again.
Giggle, I have no choice. Giggle, if you have any parting words of wisdom, giggle, or some money.
Wow, that is that classic Des.
No shame.
Okay, so Chuck and Clonk will explain the details of the Infernal War Machines. This is what you have. It's going to be a little bit of an in-depth numbers session here, so just for a little bit. Here it comes. Okay, you see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you have access to, and I think I showed a picture of this last time, but is the Tormentor. The Tormentor, I don't know, Tormentor. So, which is this thing. It's enormous. It's the size of a large state building, let's say.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, oh, you don't? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is this fellow right here. This is the Tormentor.
There we go.
And
What?
you would be basically little people to this. This is roughly 20 feet tall by 50 feet long. It's made of infernal metal completely, and it's very, very metal. And here's the stats. So you can use this to ride around with in Avernus. You saw some of them already in Avernus, well, broken down anyway. Here's the stats. Or the Tormentor. All right. And you have a little surprise as well. So this is a Tormentor. It can house in the bay, basically all of you, your whole party, and then some. They open the back bay, and the back opens as well. And inside are two Devil's Rides, two motorcycles, basically. We'll get to those afterwards in a second. So this thing is armor class. Its armor class is 19 plus a driver's dex modifier. So you probably want to have whoever's dexterity that can. I would assume in this case it would be 4, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Hit points will only be kept track of by the rider, the combat speed, some immunities, and here's the action stations. Judgment. We are going through the Tormentors you got or the Infernal War Machines you got from Mad Maggie. So we're looking at the Tormentor first. This will get you around Avernus. Here's the stats, and I'll go through it. So there's a driver station here. The driver can, of course, move the Tormentor on their turn, his or her turn. The only action the driver can do is basically a raking scythe, which is a large blade that comes out, and you can sort of ram other war machines. It requires a dex saving throw. And the driver can also insert some demon ichor, which we'll get to in a moment, which Anatoly has already sucked up some with his sword previously to give a boost to everybody there. In addition, for the Tormentor, you have 2 weapon stations. They're sort of like big harpoons. They open up on the sides, and Chuck and Clonk show you they're giant harpoons, weapons that you can use to fire another war machine, should that happen. or the things. So there's 2 weapon stations. 2 people can man those, and there's the stats for that. They're giant, basically ballistas, if you will. Plus 10 to hit and 48 plus 4 is a damage. So to recap, just at this point, you need a driver for the Tormentor, and should combat happen, you can have 2 people, 1 on each weapon station. In addition, there are 2 canopy positions you can take as well, which will expose you, but you can perform range attacks from them. So if you have any good range attackers, they can attack from the Tormentor as well.
Okay.
I can send this to everybody as well. I'll send this to everybody as well. I can send it on
Can you
the...
scry it
I put
to
it in the
me?
notes.
I have it all written down now.
Oh, you do? Okay. So again, we need a driver for the Tormentor.
Two harpoons. Sorry.
2 harpoon stations. Each one can be manned by one of you.
Okay.
And otherwise, there's 2 open canopy areas that range attackers can shoot from. Otherwise, the Tormentor can house all of you in its main bay just to move around in from place to place.
Cool.
Okay?
Haro,
Any questions?
want you up top for sure.
What's that?
We're going to want you up top for sure in the event of an emergency.
Oh, okay.
So before we decide who goes where, let me show you then, because also included are 2 Devil's Ride, which also fit in the main bay, along with the rest of you. And these are... in essence, motorcycles. So the Devil's Ride, you have 2 of these as well. They have 1 person each, of course. Their armor class is 21 plus the rider's dex. There's 200 hit points. Their movement speed, just like the other war machines, because they're made of infernal iron. They have damage immunities. So from the Devil's Ride, you can take any actions as usual, including melee attacks, not just limited to ranged. You can also, just like the Tormentor, you can insert Demon Ichor as a bonus action to give it basically inspiration, which boosts its capacity. So that's it. So during combat, you can have somebody manning the Tormentor, 2 weapon stations, 2 canopies, and then 2 people on the Devil's Ride as well. So basically 2 motorcycles. So someone on the Devil's Ride can do melee attacks. So it's up to you guys probably now to figure out who would take what piece of...
Sovereignty, you want to get on the bikes with me?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god! This is going to be so sick.
All right, so that's it. Are we going to make for the driver for the Tormentor?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Or Haro, did you want to drive it for this moment?
Are we allowed to have 4 drive it if he's not here?
Yeah, because of the movement. We can have 4 can do range attacks, of course, with his handgun. So Haro, you may have to
you
drive
should
it. Is that
drive.
okay?
Yeah, I'll drive it. I mean, I have plus 3 dex mod, so.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, so in this case, because it requires movement, I would have Haro drive it. So we'd have a 22 AC with Haro. Is that good? So we have Haro driving the Tormentor then. And then anybody want to take, who's going to take the range, the open canopy slots or the weapon stations?
Death and Judgment could both use each harpoon flinger if the other 2 are going to be on the bikes.
Okay, Judgment and Death, you want to do harpoon flingers, or do you want to be in the open canopy with your range attacks?
I think we better with the open canopy.
Okay, so we'll put Judgment on the canopy then. And what about Mambo? Do you want to put him on the canopy with you? Or do you want him safe inside? It's up to you.
It might be better with the harpoon launchers if no one else is going to use them.
That's a good idea. Okay.
We want both harpoon launchers being used.
Yeah, what about me and
48
Mambo
plus
on the
8
harpoons?
Okay, so Des, you want to use a harpoon then?
Yeah, I'll go with Mambo.
Okay, so we'll have Mambo on the harpoon flinger, and Des on the harpoon flinger as well. And Judgment will be on an open canopy along with 4 in this case. And then Sovereignty and Anatolia are going to be on the Devil's Rides.
What about Rhea?
Ray will just be inside with,
cool.
Yeah, with, what am I saying? With Fenris as well in this case. Fenris, yeah, we're probably better off in the Devil's Ride, but at the moment she's not here, we'll have her lay low.
Hmm?
Is that good with everybody?
Heck yeah, Mambo and I, harpoon
sounds good.
flingers.
Hey, Anatoly, how good are you at driving one-handed?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I didn't think about that.
The whole time.
He's gonna swing with his.
Oh yeah. Oh, so here's a question: does the Devil's Ride AC become our AC?
Yes, becomes no. So not in this case. So you can. It's almost like a mountain in this case. So sometimes the Devil's Ride will take damage, and sometimes you'll take damage. You have, as you see here, the rider has no cover. Versus Canopy has no cover. Weapon stations have half cover. The driver has 3/4 cover. So on the Devil's Ride, yes, you can.
I'll have to. What I'm saying is, I'm going to have to ditch my shield to drive.
Probably yes.
I'm guessing sovereign. I mean, how is that going to work?
You don't have an arm. You only have one arm.
Like I said, in this case, the Devil's Ride functions as a mount. So you will have your own independent stats, and as will the Devil's Ride.
Your buckler hand is still. You can still use stuff with it.
Okay.
You can still have it on.
You
Yeah.
don't have to take it off.
Okay. Cool.
I'm literally just imagining you like driving by people with your arms sticking out, decapitating them.
Yes. Watch out.
I'm thinking about Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's all.
Actually, yeah. Oh, you mentioned that, Haro. Me too.
Oh, and then, David, one more question. When we're on a Devil's Ride, is it the same as, like, it protects us from Avernus?
No. You don't want. You only want to be in the Devil's Ride when you are in combat.
Oh, so you'll like go down the ramp and go.
Okay,
exactly.
And then
Yes.
you.
Cool.
You can definitely go on it, but you're not going to be protected from the effects of Avernus. So
We'll just man the stations when trouble happens.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Let's do this.
okay. So how about this? You're on the highway in hell. How about that?
There we go. Fair enough.
Yeah. So okay, and I'm going down. All right.
You guys ready to do this thing? Someone point me in the right direction.
So Lulu, come.
I need to see your driver's license. I'm going to set up some cones, and I need you to drive around them.
What is this driver's license you speak of? I've been flying my whole life.
You have the pilot's license.
Pilot's license. Okay, well, Mambo, you and I ready to rock and roll on those harpoons. Sound good?
Mama it gives you a 360 high five.
Yes.
Okay, and so Bad Maggie comes up to you. Looks like she's been overseeing the repairs and everything, and she says, "So, how does this look?"
Epic.
It looks like a dream wrapped in a nightmare, sailing down the river Styx.
Beautiful.
Demonic.
Now, you have to know one thing, is that these Infernal War Machines function with a furnace.
Okay.
Firepower.
No, yes, kind of, but they require a special kind of fuel. Perhaps you've seen one of these before. And she gets out of her pocket and her little stringy hag fingers, black rotted fingernails, pulls up a coin. And you've seen this coin before. When you were, and she says, "Do you know what this is?"
Oh, I've seen that before. So when we were in Elturel, he was helping this person on the street or something. I don't know. This it was very weird and confusing, but somebody was trying to it was like a scam artist, you know what I'm saying? And so anyways, and then he disappeared, and then he dropped the coin on the ground, and then Four picked it up, and I tried to look at it, and then he didn't let me look at it. So, but I've seen it.
That's correct. Yes, that explains. Yeah.
It was an imp.
It was an imp. And so this coin's about maybe 5 inches round. It's thick, minted from infernal iron, has a strange face on it. Almost like a hideous face, like you know when in D&D Han Solo was put into carbonite?
In D&D.
D&D.
Yeah, that face, he had kind of like that.
Yeah.
And she says, "That's interesting. Do you know what it is, though? Take a guess."
It's like a little slot machine. So you put the coin into the machine and it starts.
Oh, I've got this one. It's a soul trapped inside of the gold, and we are burning the souls in order to power the tormentor.
That's right. Oh, he's a very smart one. Avernus must have increased his capacity of knowledge.
Know that.
I don't know. Sometimes, like, the light bulb just comes on, and I just know everything.
Okay. Well,
This is indeed a soul coin. It is the premier currency of Avernus. Now, you must put one of these inside the furnace to make the devil ride or the tormentor function.
so do we need 3 then?
I'll give you a few, but these are souls of people just like you. You must burn their soul to power the machines.
What's the problem? Give me the damn coins.
You know, I mean, they already ended up down here. What do you guys think? I mean, we got places to go, so.
I feel like
Great.
Maggie's trying to be judgmental, but she's giving us lots of them, so there's no room to be judgmental here, Maggie.
Crazy witch lady, give me the coins.
Okay, it seems like you're ready to burn some souls.
Oh, you know it.
Is there an after effect?
Yes, there are burned souls, and it will smell a little bit.
No, okay, but for me, is there an after effect?
For using the coins?
Yes.
Oh, you just hear shrieks in your dreams.
Like forever?
So, like, normal.
No, just temporarily. Now, if it makes you feel any better, Des, these are souls of the damned. People who have done very, very bad things through their life. And that's why they ended up here in Avernus as money.
It seems a little
That's
inefficient, but
Judgment, what do you think?
I think it's no different than what I already do.
That's true. Let's go.
I'll do the burning of the souls.
Oh, yeah, maybe he just does it. I won't hear anything.
Are the coins the demon ichors? Is that the coins?
No, they're not. It's different. Soul coins need to power the furnace. Demon Icor sort of boosts the capacity of the Infernal War Machines. Yeah. He says, okay, that's what I like to see. Well, here's 3 coins.
Thank
One
you.
for the tormentor, one for the devils, and one for each devil's ride.
Thanks.
Now, depending on how much you use... Yeah, she hands them to you, Anatoly.
I hand one to Sovereignty, and I hand one to Haro.
Okay. All right. And depending on how much you use the war machines, well, the soul coins may or may not last very long, so you have to find some more.
Is there a bank?
Can you give me some more soul coins?
No, these are very precious commodities, but I will give you some demon Icor.
Oh, I'll take that too.
Okay, so you get a flask of like purple. She gives you 3 flasks of like this bubbling purple blood. It looks like, and you've seen it before because you've slayed some demons. It's definitely their blood. And you can insert these. Who wants a flask of demon Icor?
I will take one.
Okay.
I guess I
Probably
can
the
take one
same
for the other Devil's Ride.
Okay, and then Hard, do you want one? Oh, you're the only who can use it on the tormentor.
I don't want them.
Well, maybe give it to... Can 4 just hold on to it, and then we can use it later?
Sure, I'll give it to 4.
Give it to 4? Okay. Oh, you get 4.
I'm not tempting myself to use it and blow up the tormentor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, on a 1, you could furnish up to your... It's not quite as bad as you think, but it's also not great. So, okay. She says, okay, will there be anything else?
Yeah, so do we know exactly how Ford got that coin from that imp? I feel like he just like called it out on the deal it was making and it disappeared. Is there anything else, like any other way to get those coins or anything specific? Got any hot tips?
Yes, kill some evil people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Actually, and she goes, Anatoly. Go ahead, Des.
Can I have a couple more coins, please, please, please? Please,
No.
please?
No.
Can't.
That's
Please,
plenty.
please?
Hey,
Stacy?
I just want to say, don't any of you get any ideas with the killing and the meat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Speaking of that, Anatoly, she goes over and looks at your sword arm.
Yes.
She's very stinky. It smells like putrid swamp flesh.
You smell like a shitty putrid swamp flesh.
She says, "Oh, thank you. I've been perfecting this smell. Now, your sword arm here, if you were to kill something with it, it would turn into a soul coin. That's quite a gift."
Oh my gosh, you start swiping at people and then they just turn into coins.
He prints money.
He's a money printer. Okay. That's the breakdown. Any questions about using soul coins?
Are there any red caps nearby?
Oh yeah, they're all over the place. They're just farting and running around.
Can I walk up to a red cap and slice it with my sword and see if it turns into a coin?
Do it.
Okay. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay. You run up and kill the red cap. You slice him easily in one shot. He slices in half, almost in two pieces, and he explodes in like a puff of blood. And Maggie looks at you and says, that's not going to work. They're fake creatures. It does not turn into a coin.
Oh,
Okay, well, now we know that.
okay.
And then, Anatoly, you sense something behind you.
Okay, I look over my right shoulder.
Okay? It looks like the exact same one you killed. It's right behind you. And he just goes, ha ha, and runs away.
Wow. You did a great job, Anatoly. You really showed him.
Maggie didn't say that what we killed turns into the coins. She said bad people have the coins on them. There's obviously some magical process into putting the souls into the coins. We just have to kill the bad people.
My sword arm makes people into coins.
His sword arm is, has unique property. In this case, it does. But otherwise, no, they would have to be, souls have to be minted into coins. Horror is correct, yes. But Anatoly has something very unique.
He swipes at somebody and they turn into a coin.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out.
This is excellent.
Okay, well, thanks, Maggie, for all your help.
It's been real.
She says, you've given me one.
Okay, let's get going, guys. Maggie, can you point us in the right direction?
She says, I don't know where you're going. You need to ask Lulu. And you see Lulu sort of flutter over with her big trunk, and she gives Maggie a hug, strangely. She did when she first saw her. They exchange some words. And Lulu goes over, looks over at you all and says, hey, are you ready to go?
Yep, let's go. Toss a coin.
Wait, before we go, is Mikey there?
Yes, Mikey is there, and he looks at you and he's a little sad. He's like, I am Mikey.
He can't, Des, don't rub it in. And I look at him and I say, we are Mikey.
Oh my God, sovereignty inspiration. And he begins to tear up. Mikey begins to tear up. This big, sort of gruesome looking beast-ish thing. He begins to tear up and he hugs you gently this time. And he's sad to see you go. He said, I am Mikey. We are Mikey.
Be back in hell someday. Who knows?
Okay.
Sovereignty, don't lie to him. You don't lie to kids.
What?
Nothing, never mind.
He gives you a tearful goodbye, Sovereignty, as everybody else sort of sees you off. Are you all ready to jump on the War Machines?
Heck yeah.
Okay. So you're all getting the Tormentor right at first.
Yeah.
So you see Chuck and Clunk, everybody wave you off, as well as the all the red caps to give you a flatulent goodbye ceremony, and you're ready to get into Avernus. And Lulu knows where to go. She says, based on the dream, where to find this bleeding citadel. So she jumps in the cockpit with you, Haro. It's a little tight. The cockpit's sort of like, imagine a, how can I say it? It's not real life. Imagine a tank. It's like that.
You get the point.
So, deck quarters. And Lulu's there a little bit to the side, kind of like Baby Yoda. and is sort of messing with some stuff.
Oh, Lulu, you gonna teach me how to drive this thing?
He says, I don't know, but you might have to put in that soul coin. And she looks very sad about saying that.
Try. I put the soul coin in.
Okay. She says, that's somebody, but we need it.
Somebody that I used to know.
No, it's soul is the dam, so it's nobody good, I guess. Otherwise, they would become devils, if not. So
Nobody I know. Let's get going.
okay, so Haro pops in the soul coin, and it begins. The furnace flares up, and it's a little bit high. It's next to you, sort of behind you. It's not like a fire. It's like a magical fire. So you're not like heated up, but it burns, and you hear some wailing coming from the furnace almost constantly, and the tormentor begins to fire up, and you hear, and then it turns out completely. Some sort of strange steam pours out from two vents, and it's ready to go.
What language is the wailing in?
You have no idea. It's just universal wailing language. UWL.
Universal language.
Okay. Yeah, screaming is in Morse code.
Yeah, basically. No, there's no Morse code here. It's literally a soul dying forever.
Oh no! All right, so are we in the open part or the bottom part? Where are the rest of us?
Okay, so imagine like
You're screaming.
So it's almost like an open, probably the size of a living room, if you will, inside, but it's all made of metal. There are some benches on the side and some places to store things.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to sit down.
Armored personnel carrier,
Somewhere?
basically.
Cool.
And inside as well are the two bicycles. The two bikes.
The devil bicycles.
The devil bicycle.
Actually, they're tricycles.
We're gonna have some killer calf muscles by the end of this.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna open my bag. I'm gonna bring out my cards. Well, since we're all going, on a nice car ride, who wants to play a game? Who wants
Let's
to
play
play
the quiet game. Be quiet back there. Try to learn how to ride this thing. Lulu, where are we
Are we
going?
there yet?
Oh my god. Okay, Haro.
Pirate Pickle.
I see with my little E.
Hey, Haro, I'm hungry.
I'd rather go to the bathroom.
Yeah, oh no, I have to go to the bathroom too.
Something that looks like it's dying.
Oh no. Okay, is it the soul in the furnace?
No.
Is it Mambo?
Because we're in this car together.
I teleport to the seat in between Destin and Anatoly and smack them both in the back of the head.
And then teleport out.
Back. Then I teleport back to the driver's seat.
Ow!
Okay, that's something you can do. Okay, Haro, Chuck and Kalon come up and give you some quick pointers of how to use to drive the Tormentor, as well as whoever's driving the Devil Ride. You do get information on it. But Haro, I need to give me an investigation check with advantage. And if you do not have proficiency, you can add it to it. In this case,
22.
thing with Anatoly and Sovereignty if you be on the motorcycles.
22 investigation check. 18.
Okay, you figure out how to drive without much issue. It's pretty simple, actually. Just some levers and pedals.
You need him to roll now?
Yes.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Investigation.
Investigation with advantage.
Oh, by the way, Judgment, my negative effect or positive effect or whatever the effect you want to call it, my Avernus effect, I'm like, can't
15.
see me. Like I'm like,
Glitching.
like shaky. I don't know what the description is, but my body like is shaking back and forth. I can teleport.
He's unmoored from 3D space most of the time, not all the time.
15.
Okay, you can ride without any negatives. Sovereignty.
14?
14. You're gonna have a. Oh wait, no, actually that's good. No, never mind. You just made the right in the cusp there, so you're good. Okay, so you all have idea of roughly how to use these things. It's not too different from like horseback riding. That's how they explain it to you anyway, the Devil's Ride. So you can do okay with them, proficiency wise, but you may have to do some dexterity saving throws depending on if you get hit a lot. So, but they may get better as you use them more. Des?
Oh, I just said yippee-ki-yay because you said it was like a horse. So that's Hey, Sovereignty. Hey, Sovereignty. You know who I think the real tormentor is? Haro. It's gonna be a long ride.
Yeah, if he doesn't stop for bathroom breaks.
Yeah, I know he's the real tormentor.
Tormentor.
I slam on the brakes.
Oh my God. We all
Pretty much, I brake checked them all.
Yeah. All right, everyone give me a dexterity saving throw.
From the
This thing can go. This thing goes probably 3 times the speed of a horse.
You said dexterity save?
Yes, dexterity save. Everybody.
20.
9.
9.
Oh no.
15.
Do I have any bonuses?
Sovereignty.
16.
No.
16. Haro, roll a d6 for bludgeoning damage and give it to Des.
So
Two
rude.
damage.
This is karma.
Okay, Des. Everyone sort of catches himself, and it's not really a seatbelt. I don't think devils believe in seatbelts. And Des sort of flies forward onto Sovereignty, and sort of like bangs her head up on like the seat to the side of her.
How much damage?
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
2.
I
Yes.
think he heard you.
I think it hurt me too.
I started laughing. Karma! Now be quiet.
Karma, a.
That's mean. You know, one day, Haro,
What?
judgment will come for you.
Karma,
My
the one
judgment.
person that
Judgment's right
didn't
there.
make the saving throw is the person that won't shut up.
So rude.
Okay, so you can talk a little bit over the noise of the engine, and Lulu's guiding you, Haro, as you make your way through the wasteland of Avernus, and behind you just dust billows up from behind the war machine as it moves through the barren landscape. You have no idea where you're going. It all looks the same. It all seems to be at the same time there, but not like the landscape is like shifting all the time in Avernus. But you won't have to do any Constitution saves since you're inside the tormentor. The tormentor. Should I say tormentor or tormentor?
Should say it different every time.
Every time. Every time it's hell.
It
Tormentor.
says Tor.
It's a tormentor.
The tormentor.
Torment.
The tormentor being powered by the soul coin.
Tormentor.
I know a tormentor. Yeah. And yeah, so you make your way through the wasteland. At the same time, Haro, Lulu's up with you, and she's guiding you with her little trunk. She says, turn left, turn right, go straight. And then she says, what's this button do?
Oh no.
Okay, he doesn't seem to stop Lulu, so she presses her trunk onto this
I
button.
don't know what it does.
Okay, inspiration, Haro. And this button, and all of a sudden, above you, Haro, you see it looks like a box of some kind, like a box with almost like a grating in front of it, and then
in the box.
and the rest of you see that kind of box, and a sound seems to be coming out of it, and you hear, "This is A103, your Avernus Rock Station." and then you hear some. Remember the music you never heard before in Faerun, like in the Sword Coast. But remember the music the Devil's playing with some kind of guitar, strange guitar that looked like it was made of metal? Some music is coming through this box up there. And then, Haro, do you speak Infernal?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, this button Lulu pressed, you can take a look at it if you want.
I'll
You do?
look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a strange combination of 5 letters you've never heard before in your life. It's an R followed by an A, followed by a D, followed by an I, followed by an O. But you don't know what that means.
Radio.
Radio.
Or Tormentor.
Radio.
Yeah, so you hear some music coming out. It's very inspiring, but also kind of dark at the same time.
Is radio in Infernal?
Yes, it's an Inferno.
Never would have described Io as rad, but okay.
Io?
Yes, D&D pun.
Oh.
Change the channel.
I turn it off. It's killing my ears.
He turns the music off.
Sorry.
It was pretty dope, but he turned it off.
We need to focus. Lulu, stop touching buttons.
She says, "Oh, okay," and she presses the radio button again. The music turns back on.
Yes.
Okay.
We can all
And
like
as-
the
as-
song.
As you're distracted, Haro, trying to mess with Lulu, he's pressing the button on the radio, the radio. You see. Well, hold on. Can anybody? Okay, what's your positions right now? Anybody looking out the cockpit? Anybody messing with? What are the rest of you doing inside the actual belly of this beast?
I was gonna sing along to the song.
Okay, it's almost like someone's screaming, Des.
I was just gonna start screaming.
Okay, Des is screaming in the back seat. Anatoly?
Wait. I'm going to look over at Des and just say, you see that? What you're doing right now? That's what it sounds like when you play that damn flute.
That's a compliment in this case. Judgment, what are you doing?
Not enjoying where I'm at.
You want to get on the canopy?
No, because it's bad out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so Judgment's reserving his, just being more reserved, I guess. Sovereignty?
I think I'm defending Des's flute playing from Anatoly.
Fair enough. So everyone's having a grand old time listening to the radio. And
So bigger than yours.
Haro, you're distracted. I want you to give me a perception roll at disadvantage.
Giant empty landscape, and you hit the only tree.
I rolled a 14 and a 15, so...
Uh-oh.
Big number, 24. 23.
24?
I have +6 wisdom, +6 to
Okay.
perception.
Okay, so even as you're focused, wait, do birds move their eyes independently?
Pigeons do.
Owls? No, pigeons do. Yeah.
Okay,
Owls
so
can be, like all the way around though.
can Haros do that? I actually don't know.
I don't know either if hawks... I thought their vision gets blurred into one eye.
Oh, that's right. Okay, but you do catch in your what peripheral vision you have other clouds of dust coming towards you very quickly.
Hey, I think we got company, guys. I'm turning the fucking music off. I hit the radio button. The radio button.
Are you going to turn it down so you can see better?
Yes.
Oh, savage! Oh, savage! If you don't have Haro and Haro Sovereignty Inspiration, unless you have two
How old are
maps.
you?
All right, and
Nice for that third degree of Avernus burn.
Oh.
And indeed, you see some war machines coming at you. As Haro mentioned something, somebody can pop up the canopy and check. What you see is the following. And I assume in combat, we're going to have...
Anatoly, go up there and check.
I assume in
Okay.
combat... Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
will go up to the canopy.
He's gonna go check.
Okay, I totally go to the canopy, and you see what Haro sees, but not as precisely as him. But you see a large war machine, even bigger than yours, followed by almost like three big-looking, three-wheeled war machines as well.
Okay.
This is what you see.
What do you see with your little E?
As you're going into a pass, you see a large war machine, and then three other war machines are sort of trying to intercept you here. And I've already put your bikes out here. I assume you'll be on the bikes here. So.
I called down to everyone. Hey, Sovereignty, get onto the bike, and everyone else. I see you with my little E, danger and trouble and death.
Okay.
Sound like Borat.
That's the point. It's Eastern European, right?
Yes. I'm gonna hop down then.
Rust him.
You are doing more. And see if
Anatoly,
My accent is not so good tonight.
Anatoly and Haro and the rest of you hear almost from from this other vehicle. You see, both of you see a large looking beast of some kind. It looks to be a devil. And all of you, even inside the bay of this large machine, hear this creature almost from as if he had some kind of voice amplification. And he says, he has a large hammer in his hand. He points at you and he says, "Oh, the Mad Maggie's men, get them! I will be the only warlord in Avernus." Roll initiative.
Yay!
It's breaking.
So, okay, I think we have everything detailed as far as who's going where.
Judgment, did you just say you're using inspiration?
No,
Oh. What'd you get?
Okay,
an 8.
Okay, you're taking mine then.
I rolled
Judgment.
18.
18. Anatoly,
16.
16. So you and Judgment are 16. Sovereignty,
22.
22. Des,
25.
25. Okay.
How does Judgment take Anatoly's?
Because they have
They're blood
a
bonds.
blood bond.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. Great. So here's the order. It's going to be Des, Sovereignty, Haro, and then the giant war machine here. This one you see little smaller looking. That creature looks like a giant boar almost. The smaller ones of those appear like out in the canopy on this one. And on these trikes, they're being. You can see about 2 creatures in each one of these, and they're going to be coming at you very quickly. So we have Des, Sovereignty, Haro, then the giant. All those trikes, if you will. Then Judgment, Anatoly, and then the large war machine.
Okay.
Okay, so Des, you're up.
Heck yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Mambo by the hand and say, "Come on, let's go dance." And I'll push him into one of the harpoon seats.
Okay, he's not sure what to do, but he. Okay.
Perfect. You just stay there, buddy, and just shoot everything that moves. That's not us.
Okay. He nods enthusiastically. He looks very happy to shooting things more than he usually does.
Yes. So I'm going to first, if my friends, as they hop onto the motorcycles, I'm going to do my mantle of inspiration. So I'm going to get to the harpoon, and to inspire my friends, I'm going to, because Haro turned off the radio, start singing a moving rendition of 99 potions of greater healing on the wall. 99 potions of greater healing on the wall. 99, but to inspire on our road trip. So I'm going to inspire.
I'm so mad.
I'm going to inspire Anatoly, Sovereignty, Judgment, and Haro with my road trip song.
Okay, I don't want to ran your parade, Des, but you can't inspire you cannot inspire the vehicles they're on. I think it's just creatures, right?
I don't. We
What's
have
the
never
description of
encountered
it?
vehicles, that's a.
Yeah, if it says creatures, if the operating word there for manifestation is creatures, like targeted creatures.
Choose the number of creatures you can see.
So you can make them move faster to their stations or vehicles, but they can't move their vehicles with that.
Which is good because I'm at the top. I'm at the top of the.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay. Well, either way, they get the temporary hit points.
But they'll get temporary hit points as well.
Okay, well, anyways, my song doesn't totally inspire, but now there are 98 bottles of greater healing on the wall.
All right.
And then I'm going to take this harpoon, and I'm going to...
Starting up for a second. Haro, you're in charge of the damage for the Tormentor.
Gotcha.
Okay, there's 600 hit points. Go ahead. Go ahead, Des.
I'm going to use this harpoon.
What do you guys think our strategy should be? You could either hit the big one or the little one behind it, Should we kill the little ones first and then focus on the big one? Or should we just put all our eggs in one basket, kill the big one, and see if the others retreat? What do you think we should do?
We want to do the big one, and then because you guys might be able to catch the small ones.
Well, Sovereignty, do you have an idea?
Oh, trick. I think we, you're talking about my turn, or is it still Dess's?
No, I'm thinking like overall strategy. before we start
Strategizing.
He's strategizing from the cockpit.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe me and Anatoly grab a rope and we try to clothesline some trikes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, do your thing. Des.
Anybody who has extra rope or chain, give it to us.
Okay, I'll hand it over. So then who should I hit? The big guy then? Try to lure him in? Or the smaller
Sure.
guy? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to hit the big guy
Okay.
with my harpoon.
Oh, you hit
Plus
that.
10 to hit. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. And then 4D8.
48 plus 8. Yep. And these are upgradable later, by the way, too. So
These are what? Sorry. one more time again?
upgradable later, too.
Sweet. So 4D8. 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
18.
And 19 points of damage.
That's with the plus 8. That's with the plus 8, right?
Oh no, 19. No, 19 plus 8. So, no,
27.
27.
27 points of damage. That's a pretty good hit. So Death jumps in the cockpit. It's very confined, these weapon enclosures, and you have to hold them both with both. You have to hold the harpoon launcher with both hands, and you have to aim it up and down, swivel a little bit, almost like that D&D show Star Wars where they're in the Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
And then you press two
was really
buttons
into
and
it
it
in
fires
both
off a giant harpoon, and it shoots out. And when it lands, it hits the other war machine and it explodes. The tip seems to explode on impact, and you see this shudder a little bit when it gets hit. And that boiler creature gets up and says, "Ragadaga will not stand for this."
97 potions of greater healing on the wall. 97.
Okay, you're pretty much singing it to anybody, so mostly to Haro and Lulu.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right, Des, that was, I think, your turn, right?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Sovereignty, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna get my sweet bike.
Okay, you jump on the bike. You had to put in a soul coin.
Yeah, I do it.
Okay, you open a little furnace, you pop in the soul coin, it burns, and the bike revs to life. And it's ready.
Little fantasy gashapon. Do I get a prize from putting the coin in?
Haha, a little ball, you open it up, there's a little Pokemon inside.
Yes. That's all I've ever
Tormentormon. The third evolution.
Sweet. I would like to go out and get into position near one of the other trikes and then use the help action for when Anatoly's out there.
Okay, great. So you can use help action Anatoly. I think you have a movement of 60 on the bike.
Okay.
So as you roll out, so the ramp comes down. Haro puts the ramp down, I hope and assume. And it hits the ground. It skids a little bit as the tormentor's moving, and you can sort of jump off and turn your bike, skid out like sand and everything shoots out to the side, and you're ready to go. So you can move 60 feet, which is roughly...
My arrow's 50 from where our tormentor is.
So you can move some roughly around here, yeah.
Yeah, just sort of right up by that, maybe that first trike.
Okay, so you want to go as far as you can?
Yeah.
Okay, Sovereignty, what color do you want?
Green.
Green?
Yeah.
All right, this will be Sovereignty's Devil's Ride.
Yes.
Okay, she gets up into the combat. You can still use your action as normal if you have any range attacks, anything you want to do. Oh, use your help action.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, good. All right, that's everything for Sovereignty. Haro, you're up.
I move up to that spot, my tip.
Okay,
Spot with the...
got it. So Tormentor rumbles forward as it digs through the ground with its large wheels. And? You're muted.
And nothing. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your action to give somebody like a help if you want. Use your action as a help action.
What does that mean, a help action?
That means that somebody else will get advantage on their next attack.
Oh, sure. I give a help action to Sovereignty for her next attack.
Okay. So somehow, Haru, you found that those strange boxes are actually emitting your speaking. So you can give the help action. There seem to be some outside as well, this war machine. So, okay. Now, these trikes are moving. All right, they were stopped, but they sort of revved to life. And they rush forward, seem to be focused on your tormentor. These are going to move forward. Okay, they get as close as they can, which is about here. And then this one over here moves past you, Sovereignty, so you get attack of opportunity.
With advantage.
That's a 19 plus 7 to hit.
26 hits.
Cool.
These trikes seem very poorly armored compared to your vehicles, so.
Cool. Love to hear it. That's 7 damage from the longsword.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, 10 from Gary too. And
That's
then,
Gary. Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my tails. Or you can't on an attack of opportunity. My bad.
Yeah. I think you just use a sword. So as this trike goes by, Sovereignty gets at her, holding the bike with one hand, gets at her sword with the other, and slashes at its side, and the metal hits metal, and cuts through the side of this because it's a magical longsword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cuts through the side of this trike. It doesn't matter. It does anyway. And let's see the trikes, and now Judgment, Anatoly.
Okay. I will hop on my. Well, actually, are there any like chains laying around inside of the big, like in the bike? Well,
Yes, there are chains. Now you will have to use either your action or bonus action to pick up these chains. They're pretty big and heavy.
Just try the rope.
Rope's probably not going to work against these
I was
things.
gonna say.
We just need to get the rider, right?
The riders are sort of encased. These trikes,
okay.
as you can see, I guess I should have been more clear. These riders are encased in a bit of armor, but they're actually accessible from the back. This one, however, is completely encased, except for some
I'll use my bonus action to grab a chain.
Okay, you quickly pick up a chain on your way onto the bike. You put it over your shoulder.
And then I will ride out
Okay.
to.
You're gonna have to wrap the chain around your sword or something.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I
Wrap
know.
the chain around your sword.
So I'm gonna then drive right parallel to Sovereignty
Okay.
to the far to the over to the right.
Here.
Yeah, sorry, it's not like
Where?
right
The
here.
yellow stars.
No, like right here.
Oh, here.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
You drive up the mountains. Wait. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
There.
What color do you want to be, Anatoly?
Purple.
Purple. Close enough. Okay.
Maybe color.
And then, so how would this work? Can I use my action to throw the chain to Sovereignty and then drive, and then we can drive forward, or how would that even work?
So if you want to use a chain, you'd have to go up next to her probably first. This is a heavy, like vehicular chain, so you'd have to give it to her pretty much at like a 5-foot range.
Could you just drive by me and do that?
Yes, you could definitely drive by you and do that. Yes.
Yeah, so just drive up next to her and hand it to her. On her turn, she can clothesline somebody.
Okay, so you want to do that? You want to drive next to her and hand her the chain as your action?
Yeah, let's do. Or would that be an interaction?
As an item interaction? You've done a lot in your turn already. Picked up a chain, grabbing the motorcycle, move. It's pushing it. I would say action. At
Okay.
this point, everything you've done.
Cool. So yeah, I'll give her the chain.
Okay, and you can move more. I think you can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can move like 4 more blocks roughly.
Then I'll move 4 more blocks straight down so that we can theoretically drive forward and sweep the 2.
All right, so Anatoly turns on his motorcycle. He jumps off the side of the Tormentor, does a quick turn, kicking up a bunch of Avernian dust, and scoots around this trike, tosses the chain to you, Sovereignty, and drives past. So now there's a chain between both of you. A heavy vehicular chain. Now, be careful how you use it. You have to do probably something. It might be, we'll see. But go ahead. That's it.
I'd be very careful, guys, getting too far apart from each other. You need to probably move away and then move back, because if the big guy goes through there, he's going to mess you up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say we stay together until we actually make the attack, probably. I don't know if that matters how we describe it. But...
Okay.
So should I go back then? I don't know.
What's your goal with the chain? I mean, if you want to use it, you could go over here, and if one of these things went by, something might happen. It's up to you.
Okay, sure. Let's do that instead. Sorry.
All right. So right now there's a chain right here. Maybe they might not pay attention, get bad perception rolls, and who knows, something might happen. So, Judgment, you're up.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action to tell Judgment to start shooting.
Yourself?
Sorry, Mambo to start shooting.
Oh, okay. Judgment, start shooting! All right. So Mambo's in. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, roll his do you have the damage and stats for the harpoon?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's he shooting at, Judgment?
Who did the first harpoon hit?
The big war machine.
So I'm more concerned. I wanted to shoot the buggy that's next to us.
Okay, the one's next to us. All right. So you see Mambo swivel and aim down at this buggy.
Right.
Plus 10 to hit on this.
Oh, he's getting the actual machines plus 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 18 points of damage.
Okay. That's with the plus 8, right?
Oh, I thought it says plus 4 there.
Oh, it does?
It's 4d8 plus 8.
Yeah, 48 plus 8. Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at the scythe.
Oh, the raking scythe. Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah, 48 plus 8 on this.
Let's try that again. $26 damage. That's
pretty good. Just between you and Des, you've already done 53 points of damage. Okay. So, oh wait, you were attacking the small trike though. Yeah, sorry. My bad. All right, so he turns and fires the harpoon, and it as it shoots through, it actually pierces the trike with its light armor in the front, and it explodes on impact inside like the cockpit area, doing substantial damage.
All right, and then for my own action, I'm going to walk up on the canopy.
Okay.
Loudly proclaim, "You have not the snowball's chance," and cast Ice Storm.
Oh.
Yes, very good judgment.
Damn.
Oh my god, that could be really good. That could maybe now that puts down on the ground, right? Things.
This is a 40-foot tall cone cylinder.
Okay.
Making all the ground that I'm highlighting rough terrain.
Oh, and then they must make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, which two can you target? You want to target these two probably for the most efficiency?
Do you not see my giant square I just put down?
Oh, you're literally targeting the big thing. I do not, but I do now. Go ahead.
So this is hitting everything in that square. The vehicle and anyone who's exposed.
Oh, that's right. Like I said, there's about 4 little boar creatures in there exposed. Yeah, so everyone makes a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage while I describe what happens. Each creature is a creature. hailstone into difficult terrain. Okay. So everybody in the cockpit, everybody in the canopy was going to take full damage. Your dexterity saving throw is 15, right? Oh, your DC?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just make sure I gotta update all your stats next time, just in case. Okay. As Judgment gets on the canopy, as wind is rushing by him, and his cloak and wings are moving as hard as moving the tormentor. I'm sorry?
It's 16.
Oh, it's 16 now? Okay, thanks. And an ice storm, and because you're in Avernus, all spells are a little different. So the ice storm comes down, it's ice, but it's filled with blood. So it's like red crystals coming down. And it rains down onto this giant war machine, pelting all the different creatures who are putting their hands to try to protect themselves. At the same time, the terrain underneath them becomes like a liquid puddle of like icy blood, and causing the tormentor, this is the war machine, to as I rolled a 1, to squirrel and move out of control, and it like turns around crazily like that and hits hits the rocks to the side and takes extra damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's epic.
Yeah, Judgment.
What's the damage? What's your damage? Is all the regular?
All right, so it is 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 20 points of ice damage. Or cold.
Wow. Okay. Plus on the vehicle. All right. All right. Now I need to give you let me see how much did he move and impact. Go ahead and roll 8d6 bludgeoning damage as the thing hits, crashes against the side of this. It's still moving up, but it just crashes and dents in sort of the side of the hull. Anything else you want to do after that, Judgment?
Give them the finger and laugh.
Okay. All right. So we'll get that damage from you, or 8d6. At the same time, it's the war machine's turn. And it turns, it's almost like in this case, it was prone, so it's only going to move about half his speed.
39.
So, okay. How much?
39.
39? All right. So it crushed the infrastructure on the side of the giant war machine. As it recovers, it runs forward and pretty much is almost up to you, Sovereignty. You see this giant war machine. I mean, it's enormous as you look. It's almost the size of a small castle or something in front of you. So it could easily run you through if you're not careful. And it would have if it hadn't had only moved half its speed. Okay.
Amazing.
And you see... What's up?
Oh, sorry. I just said that was amazing.
Oh, okay. And you see 4 harpoons aimed at your tormentor. So, Hara, what's your AC with you piloting?
22.
22. As they fire off in sequence. Only one manages to hit.
Heck yeah.
So, tormentor takes 26 points of damage. As the other 3 harpoons sort of go wide and hit and explode in random parts of the map of the terrain here. One does impact nowhere where anybody's at, but the explosion does shudder the hole a little bit. Next, the people on top. I need Sovereignty and what's the range? 5, 10, 15? Yes, Sovereignty and Anatoly to give me dexterity saving throws. As you see these little boar-like creatures throw what seems to be almost like vials of some kind of device that they throw it at you, and as it lands, it explodes. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
The 20 for me.
20.
13.
13. Okay, Sovereignty and Anatoly. Sovereignty, your Devil's Ride takes half damage. Anatoly, yours takes full damage.
No.
So your Devil's Ride each take 19 points of damage. Oh, sorry, 19 or half 9, I guess, in this case. And there's 2 more people on top there. So, and they don't do anything as they're recovering from the ice storm. So that's it for the large war machine's turn. Des, back at the top.
I have a question that I will. I mean, I guess I can. I don't know if I cast Thunderwave to push them back, would that be helpful for Sovereignty or Anatoly, or are they perfect like right where they are right
They
now?
really need to stay where they are.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Aren't you in the?
Yeah, you also wouldn't be able to.
Well, but I'm only half covered, so.
You're not in
Yeah,
the
but
open.
anyways.
You're not in the open canopy. You're in the harpoon flinger.
Yeah, so you can't actually cast any spell. You can only perform range attacks from the canopy.
Oh,
So
okay,
you kind
never
of,
mind.
yeah. You can pretty much
That's
only
fine.
see barely, like through a slit here, so you can't really cast many spells successfully.
Okay, that's totally fine then. Okay,
Unless
so
you can get out though, if you'd like to get down the canopy.
No, I don't. No. I don't want to get out. Okay, nope. So I'm going to use my harpoon and hit the guy literally right next to the Tormentor, the one that, Mambo hit too.
Okay, yep. Okay, so you aim down as the harpoon magically reloads, and you see another round sort of manifest onto.
Yep. Well, let's see if it hits. 22.
That hits.
Sweet. So 10 is 19 plus 8, 27 points of damage.
Another 27 points of damage as the harpoon, again, cuts through this thing's light armor and explodes on the inside. And you see one of the, again, I mentioned there's two people inside here. One of them explodes and gets knocked off onto the side on the ground in Avernus. Just shoots off.
Amazing. I don't really want to, because if we're not going to be able to take long rests, I think I'm fine now. Okay, so for my, for my bonus action, I'm going to sing into the microphone. 87 potions of greater healing on the wall. 87 potions of greater healing, and that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. That's his turn, I believe. And I will keep in mind, I forgot to mention as well for Mad Maggie, probably just in the outset, the Infernal War Machines are difficult and expensive to repair, so if you could avoid as much damage as possible, you'll thank yourselves later. So that's that. Haro, you're up. No, Sovereignty. Sorry, Sovereignty at 22. Sorry, Sovereignty, go ahead.
Cool. So I would like to maneuver
Okay.
around that guy on the far right.
This one here?
Yeah, I think I want to zip around the other side of him, so we're just getting one of them.
Okay, your movement speed is 60, right? So 15, 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Is that right?
So, Sovereignty, if you went straight down at made an L shape, wouldn't that drag the chain across?
To the rocks?
Yeah, if I want to die under the war machine.
Yeah, these spots are all occupied.
You can't go through them?
Correct. You can go through here, I think, yes. But don't forget that these are attack of opportunity ranges I have here in circles, so.
Do what you originally were going to do. You'll get an attack of opportunity from the big guy, but from nothing else.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
I know what you're saying, but this isn't actually a usable spot here.
I understand.
If I looped around the guy up top there, and then we both drove that way, just kind of whoop, coming out of nowhere, he doesn't even see us.
Sure, but you just tell me where you want to go.
Sure, so I'll loop around that top guy. If I were to drive up and around.
Over this way?
That works too. Let's do that one.
No, you can either point on the map or let me know exactly where.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
And then if we were to both,
Oh, I see what you mean, drive down. But you can already, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. You could move to here if you wanted to, around that attack opportunity.
Sure.
And you could hit him with the chain if you'd like.
Wouldn't I be hitting the other one?
This one on the right,
Couldn't
yes.
you hit the one in the middle, push him against the big war machine, crash them into each other?
You're saying you want to drive down this way. Oopsies. You want to drive down between these two?
I just want to drive around one of them.
Well, yeah, if she drove around exactly where she is, that would wrap the chain around, and it would pull the far right war machine into the left war machine, which could then theoretically collide into the big one.
So you're not using these to trip, you're using them to try to pull this machine over. Is that what I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like a
Try
domino.
that, yeah, the farthest one.
Got it, yeah, so you can move here, you're trying to move this one into this one is what you're saying.
Like a Suzuki airship maneuver.
Yes, you could. All right. You're doing the what maneuver?
The Suki airship maneuver. That's a deep pull from Avatar season 3.
Cool. Okay. The only thing I know is that one D&D show, the Battle on Hoth, where they went around the AT-ATs. Yeah. So, okay. You want to do that?
Yes, please.
All right. So you loop around, getting out of the range of this thing. You're going to take an attack of opportunity. So what basically happens is as you leave here, I need you to give me, it's an attack. Never mind. Okay, as blades launch from the front of this, some blades, but you manage to dodge all the blades, the single blade that comes out, and it shoots out harmlessly. You run around, you grab this one with your chain, and you and Anatoly begin to, you go full power, you begin to move it forward into this one. So, how are you both holding this chain with your hand?
Mine's wrapped around my sword.
Okay. Sovereignty?
That's a good question. I feel like that. Yeah, I probably have it like wrapped around the arm.
Okay. I need you both give me a strength saving throw.
That's like a terrible idea.
You could put him on the shield, maybe? On Gary?
We lose Gary under the war machine.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
What was it, a strength check?
Yep.
Strength saving
Great,
throw. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's just do athletics or acrobatics in this case.
Okay, I'm still gonna.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say I don't think acrobatics would do anything. I'm going to say athletics or strength saving throw, whatever you prefer.
Do
Athletics or strength saving throw.
25.
25.
Anatoly's about to lose his arm.
14.
14. Okay. Sovereignty wheels around, and you do manage to grab a chain onto this vehicle, and it grabs it, and you both start to pull, and you go full throttle with these motorcycles, and you begin to pull it. It's Sovereignty, you can hold on, no problem. And Anatoly, you're going to take some damage from this as you're trying to pull. It's like pulling on your arm. You almost like are about to lose your whole arm. It feels like it's ripping out of your socket.
Worth it.
Worth it. Reflex.
Okay, Anatoly, you take 15 points of, I don't know, I want to say probably
Flex damage.
flex damage. I don't know, 14, probably bashing damage maybe? I don't know. Just damage. It's just damage in this case. Force damage.
Chiropractic damage.
14 points of force damage, let's say. As you manage to move this war machine, and it's trying to reverse course, but it can't because there's two vehicles, and these vehicles seem to be made of nothing, not great materials. And it crashes, it goes into the other one, which then recoils and crashes into the giant war machine. So Sovereignty, you're going to do some damage here. It's going to be bludgeoning damage as they hit into each other. It's also going to be 8d6 bludgeoning damage on, and I'm going to take whatever damage you do on all three vehicles.
That's 30.
Okay. All right, 30 points of bludgeoning damage as a domino effect into each other, and the drivers are trying to maneuver their war machine, and they sort of hit, and then they, of course, recoil back from the armor. So, okay.
Do all the drivers stay on?
Good point. Good point. I want to give them a dexterity saving throw.
I'd just like you to picture that I've got my beautiful black plate mail, and I got the chain wrapped around my arm. Flexing big time.
That's badass. Also on your freaking motorcycle. Okay, we need some fan art.
Yes. That's very good.
As it drops. Kicking up, everything. And you both pop a wheelie as you're going forward. And 90 points of damage total.
Been bloodied and icy. And
good job.
It's epic.
And Anatoly he's unfortunately the chain does fall off. Anatoly cannot keep it on. That's it. Okay. But you do a amount of damage, and these three are now equivalent of down. So you have advantage to attack them, whoever goes after you, until it's their turn.
So the riders fell off, or is that what you're saying?
Oh, sorry. One. So these had both. They each had 2 riders. One does fall off, and he just rolls under the ground. He looks very wounded, if not dead. But the other person jumps in and takes the helm.
Gotcha.
With worse stats. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Okay. But this one doesn't take too much. They don't have to do the dexterity saving throw because it's a very sturdy vehicle. Okay. So anything else?
I have a bonus attack
Yes, you do.
with my tail.
Okay.
So,
It does have a 10-foot range.
One rider.
The one with the 1 rider, yes, you can attack that one. You have advantage to attack because it's currently the equivalent of not prone, but basically incapacitated a little bit.
So that's 17 plus.
Paralyzed.
There's a bonus 7.
Yeah, you hit.
Strength. Okay, cool. And then that's 2d. As you said, that was 2d4.
2d4 plus your strength. Yeah, it's so it counts as magical, but it's not magical for extra damage. It just counts as magical as far as overcoming resistances.
9.
9. Okay. All right. You're as you go by with your tail in your motorcycle, the tails come up and slack the trike here in the engine. As you hear it go, it's a giant explosion, and this thing is destroyed.
That's rad.
You poke the engine, and you hear screaming from the soul coin as the furnace blows up, and a fire basically encompasses the whole trike, destroying it.
Amazing.
Aro, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna drive next to him. The raking scythe only hits 1 target.
1 target, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? I'd have to look at the details on that. But in this case, I would imagine anything in front of you would have to make the save. Yeah, I would say anything around you.
What is the?
I'm sorry. The raking scythe, anything in front of you. Imagine it almost like a front cone attack, if you will.
I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know what it is.
So the raking scythe, one of them actually has a picture. So it's almost like a giant saw that comes out of the front of the tormentor. Does that make sense?
No, I thought it was like the cow catcher on front.
Let me see if I can.
I'm just trying to get a description of like what it is.
Is it like the thing on the front of the school bus that like, whoosh, when they stop?
The stop sign arm?
Okay, let me show you.
Not the stop sign, the little guard in the front.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking it was like something comes out of your wheels.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not. So here's the image of the miniature, but it'll give you an idea mostly exactly what it is. So, okay, this is it. So you see, this is the raking scythe in front. Yeah, like that. So it comes out the front. It's a giant saw blade, basically.
That's amazing.
It's pretty awesome. So I would say
That is an amazing miniature.
I know it's really cool.
Incredible.
So yeah, it's a tormentor. So yeah, I would say probably 1 creature in this, 1 vehicle in this case you can hit.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't know if it was like something coming out of the wheels. And
Oh no, it's yeah, like I said, a giant saw kind of.
That's fine. All right, so I'm gonna get up next to, drive through the little guys and get up next to the big guy.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. Okay, so Haro puts the tormentor into overdrive as he rushes through, and you hear begin to wind up in the front as a giant moving saw comes forward and crushes into this. And I have to make a dexterity saving throw, I think, right, for that?
DC at 13.
Okay. Otherwise, half damage, I think. They do not make it. I only rolled a 12 total. It's 4d10 plus 4. As it tears into, you hear metal on metal and sparks flying everywhere. At the same time, Haro literally ran over one of the other pilots that was tossed off and punches him to death. It doesn't slow it down at all. This thing weighs like 2,000 tons or something.
34 damage.
34 damage. All right. It pierces into this and then kicks back as you gouged a hole into this thing's front hull. Anything else, Haro?
No, I don't believe that's anything else I can do.
Okay, now it's the trikes. So this trike turns quickly, and there's a harpoon launcher in the front, which it fires straight into the back of the tormentor. Okay. Well, Haro, you got hit.
Okay.
Even though you had 3/4 cover, it was a really high roll. So you're getting hit by the. So how is that possible? It's behind you.
I don't know.
Okay, that.
Magic.
Well, as you were moving forward, since it all happens in 6-second increments, as you were moving forward, the harpoon goes off and launches and barrels through and almost pierces through the side. It's like you feel it come like through the hole behind you, and you see a giant like ballista head, like right next, like almost split your head open, just right next to you.
Lulu, no.
Yeah, Lulu's okay. She darted back. But Haro, you are taking 29 points of damage as the ballista head, as the harpoon head explodes inside the drivers. That's great. It's 3/4 cover. I just rolled really high.
No, that's still be done.
You got 29 points of damage there.
Haro, are you okay?
Oh, I'm just dandy.
So really, in your machine right now, there's just a giant harpoon just sticking out of it with the tip inside. Okay, the trike here. I think there's still 2 people on here. They're going to throw a grenade at you and you. I say grenade, but I guess they're grenades. So I need Anatolian for Samti again to give me a dexterity saving throw. As a pilot here, arm something with like a fuse and throw it in your direction.
Fucking hell. That would be 11. Jesus.
8.
8?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Use inspiration on saving throws.
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use that. That's a 16.
Okay.
You just push the grenade back.
And then Anatoly, it's not really, they land close by and they explode in a giant rate. These do anyway. The ones that were thrown from the other machines seem to just be affecting like one square, but these are, these thrown from the trikes seem larger. So you're actually going to take, and what was your total, Anatoly?
11.
11. Anatoly, you and your bike will take full damage. Sovereignty, you and your bike will take half damage.
Wait, I thought she rolled lower than I did.
She
re-rolled.
He gets to add a 3 to his roll because I'm within 10 feet of him, right?
You're 20 feet away right now.
Oh, never mind.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Tell me what the
So
damage is.
this explodes the equivalent of a fireball, basically. So, Sovereignty, you take... Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not actually fire damage, sorry, but it looks like a fireball explosion. It's like a chemical mixture. So you both take at half damage, right? You take 13 points of damage. You and your motorcycle both take 13 points. And Anatoly, you and your motorcycle both take 22 points of damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And the trikes are done. Judgment and Anatoly, you're both up.
Okay, cool. Quick question. Do I need to specify when I'm attacking the bike versus the creature?
Right now, I'll let you know, like I said, these things are open from the back. You can go in there and attack the creatures if you want. Otherwise, you would hit the bike, yes.
Okay, cool.
I mean, do you want to jump in and slaughter them?
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out, like, with my Hexblade Curse, like, if I use it as a bonus action, like, it curses the creature, so would my attack roll only crit if I was attacking the creature versus the bike? You know what I'm saying?
If you're talking to the pilot, you can get the 19 or 20 on either.
Okay, cool. So I'll hit at the pilot. Or should I hit
with the hexblade? With your weapon, you'll be able to hit the vehicle. With a melee weapon, you can hit the vehicle. With a range attack, you hit the pilot if you want, or you could jump onto the trike itself. If you want to hit somebody with your sword.
Could hit him. With
I'll just hit the. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a berry. Okay.
Okay. All right. You can't just take a berry. You need to get a Constitution save first.
What? Oh yeah.
The berries, like any other food or drink, are.
God damn it!
You rolled a 1.
But
Okay.
it's a 5. It's a 5 total.
Okay. You do not get any healing benefits and use your bonus action.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to swing at the bike with my great sword. That was a 13 to hit on the first one.
Okay. That is a miss.
18 to hit on the second one.
That's a hit. And you still, the first attack, you still had advantage from the help action, right?
I don't know, did I?
You did. You didn't use it, did you?
You
didn't use it.
You had advantage. You haven't done your attack yet.
Yeah, I don't. Are you keeping that in mind when you get help action and stuff?
No, I thought that expired already. I'll roll again then.
Oh, it expires. It expires. No, you got it last turn, right? I don't know.
I gave it during that first round.
Oh, so it would expire then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
would
doesn't expire until the end of his next turn,
Oh.
which is right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can use it then. You can use it, Anatoly. So go ahead and re-roll the first one if you want.
Do both of them get?
No, it's just help action is your first act, your first attack. Yeah.
Okay, great. No, doesn't matter.
Okay. Inspiration.
I don't have any.
Okay.
So the first attack fails. It's fine.
Okay.
The second attack you said hit for 14, and then I'm gonna do my Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
Expend a spell slot to do 1d8 plus 8 extra damage.
Oh, I like those dice sound.
$26 damage total.
With the 17, with your initial, with everything total.
Yeah, correct. No. I gave you the first amount, and then added whatever I just said.
So you said 27 total between the first and the second.
Give him the total, please.
No, it's 20. I rolled 27.
Oh, I don't know.
With the Eldritch
What was
Smite
the-
or total?
The Eldritch Smite was the number I just gave you. I already gave
Oh,
you the
okay.
number. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you said total as in like the first, like your hit plus the Eldritch Smite. So you're rolling them separately. I see. Okay. Got it.
What was your total amount of damage done, Anatoly?
Do you know, David? Do you know?
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to explain what happens.
got it,
So
you got it. It's fine.
as you're fine. So you do miss on the first attack, but your second attack, you redouble your efforts, and you put your bike into full gear, and you put out with your left hand is your sword, right?
Correct.
You put it out and just run or drive through as you drive through the vehicle. You and you cut through basically the whole half of it, destroying it as you run through it. Drive through it. So you slice it through and it's exploded.
What
How
is he
does the-
attacking? He never moved.
Just fluff.
Did he move to attack the thing? He wasn't within range.
I assume you would have moved, right, Anatoly?
Yes, I moved. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
but
guys.
That's not his bike.
Oh, it's not his bike. I thought he was his bike. Okay, so that's what happened. So I explained it all correctly. He did
Okay,
do that.
yes.
He did slice with his left hand. He did kill it. He just had to move.
Okay, cool. We're great. Okay. That's it.
All right, Judgment, you're up.
All right. Does Mambo have line of view to the one in back?
Yeah, so they swivel almost 360. You don't have to worry about it.
All right. So I'm gonna have Mambo attack that guy.
Okay, this one's been wounded already, so
All right. 26 to hit.
that's it.
I didn't get it.
26 points of damage.
Okay, that's enough. So this, as another ballista was already, or one of these harpoons was pierced in there, Mambo goes down at point blank range, fires the ballista, and it pierces through the middle of the hole, exploding, and you hear "Ah!" as both pilot and co-pilot get blown off, and the trike is immobilized.
Woohoo!
Good job, Mambo.
Mumbo, you see the swiveling a lot. The harpoon, I should say.
I'm going to hold my hand above my head and slowly form a gigantic green orb of acid.
That sounds awesome.
A basically third level chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to fling it at the truck.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
Is the big dude...
What? Judgment, hold on. One moment. You probably realized this, that your machine is immune to poison, so you, with your incredibly high intelligence... What? Oh, acid is different than poison. Yes. You're good.
Green doesn't mean just have to be poison. I rolled a 14 to hit.
14 to hit does not hit. Would you like to use inspiration?
If I had one, yeah.
Oh, you never got one. Sorry. Did I not give you one?
No.
From when you were reticent to... Okay. I meant to, so go ahead if you want to use it. If not, give yourself a point of inspiration.
I would love to use my sudden inspiration.
Sudden inspiration.
That's a 31.
Okay, that misses.
Damn.
Roll your damage.
Dr. DM,
Yes.
is the big dude that you showed us the picture of inside of the war machine, or is he somewhere else on the battlefield?
It looks like he was in the cockpit, like he jumped up and was yelling at you and then jumped back in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, great. Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you for asking.
27 acid damage.
27 acid damage. Interesting.
He's
Okay, so
actually-
he launches a giant... What?
I was gonna say he's actually hanging out with the Ninja Turtles and Rocksteady, but
He's dropping acid. So he launches a giant from the top of the canopy here. He launches a giant acid orb. I think it's like how big is it? Multiple inches, right?
The base one is a 4-inch sphere,
You're casting multiple levels.
but I empowered it to a much higher level spell. So.
He charges up and shoots it at the war machine, and it hits. And the acid sort of coalesces and begins to causes an acid to melt, and you hear screaming inside like "Ah!" as acid pours down into the war machine. And the war machine comes to a halt.
Yes.
And the cockpit opens, and this person identifies himself as Ragadaga, says,
Ragadaga?
did I not say that?
No.
Yeah, no,
I did. I thought after I had him pop out. Anyway, Ragged Draga or something. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But either way, he pops out of the helm and he says, I concede.
quick, Anatoly. Finishing blow to get more coins.
Yes. Stab him through the heart.
You're pretty far away, Anatoly. You'd have to use a whole move and everything.
Like-
to get up there.
It's just like a really long, awkward walk up to this guy who's just conceited.
Yeah,
Here,
don't-
come
don't
shake my hand. Take my hand, sir.
Do it. Do it.
I didn't know Mad Maggie's machines were so strong.
Maybe it was us and not the machines.
He laughs. That was a fun fight. If you let me go, I will give you something in compensation.
Coins?
Oh, soul coins. He has like a bag of soul coins.
Yeah, I want those.
Let's do it.
What else? What else you got?
You want more?
I don't know. You were offering.
Oh, you mortals are good dealers. Fine. I will give you my circlet too.
Cool.
Yeah, totally.
Is that
And
all
your
your
hammer.
life is worth? Your life is just worth a few tormented souls on a circlet?
I want your hammer.
You can't have that, but I've made you a very good deal.
I want your hammer.
Call more of my troops. You're out in the open alone.
That seems chill. Listen, if we don't have to get more soul coins, that's pretty cool.
Let's do it.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, you're all taking the deal then?
Yeah, I'm taking the deal.
Okay. He jumps back in his cockpit. He hits down his warhammer, and the machine turns back on. And it's still standing and pretty sturdy. It's almost like a mobile fortress, if you will. And he waves and jumps down, closes the cockpit behind him. And you see one of the little... Who's on the ground right now? Okay, one of the motorcycle people. Anatoly, one of those little were-boar creatures jumps out of one of the little hatches in the side. He has a little sack in his hand and goes up to you and says, "Here, from Ragadaga."
Thank you.
Okay.
Now get out
runs
of
back.
my
He's like,
face, you stinking pig.
and he runs off.
Racist.
You should have cut him, man. We said we'd save Ragadaga, not this stupid little minion.
Yeah, you know how we make burritos? We could make pigaritos. No? We made burritos before?
Oh,
I didn't kill him. It's fine.
We can have some pig feet.
If you want to keep,
the big dude, I didn't want to piss the big dude off. That was my decision.
if you want to keep fighting, you can definitely kill his spawn or whatever. It's up to you.
I'm good.
Okay. Anatoly probably smartly decides to not kill one of these creatures and receive a substantial reward here as the vehicle turns to powers back on and rumbles out, leaving you just some damage.
Woo!
Successful in your first endeavor against another warlord of Avernus, who you hear again out of the loudspeaker. You hear one of those little creatures saying, "Ragadaga is the true warlord of Avernus." It just that kind of message repeats until he's out past the horizon.
Propaganda!
Basically. Okay, you have gotten
So what's the circlet?
what's a circlet? It is a
I look at
circlet.
4. I say 4. Can you look at this circlet, please?
Oh, right. 4 comes up and he tilts his head and says something very robotic and identifies it as a circlet of blasting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Okay.
Blast him! What's it do?
So you can cast Scorching Ray with it.
Cool. Oh, like a ray of fire comes out of your third eye.
Basically. And you also got 4 soul coins.
That's a bag of it has 4.
They're pretty big. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, remember they're 5 inches in diameter.
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They're big
it's
coins.
Pretty big. Yeah, they're like this big.
Almost like
who wants to circle it?
little.
'Cause
It's almost like a little saucer plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Who wants the circlet of blasting? Because it would be cool if I had on a circlet with my third eye. I could destroy things with fire. No one else wants it.
So as an action, you can use Scorching Ray and once per day. Won't help against devils too much, but maybe something else besides devils it could be good for.
Oh, because it's fire damage.
Yeah.
Judgment, don't you already have a circlet on?
I have something in my head slot. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
4 said he wanted it.
I don't think 4 is ever going to attack besides with his minigun, I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I'll take it then if nobody else wants it. It'd be cool.
Yes? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's jewelry.
How many magic items?
Oh, wait,
do
how
you
many
have?
magical items do I have?
I don't think it requires, it doesn't require 2 minutes, it says.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah, as long as you don't have a head start. So you can use that once per day. You can cast Scorching Ray. As you equip it, you notice, and this is a little more powerful than usual. It's powered up basically one level. So the Scorching Ray, you can fire, I think an extra, normally it's 30. You can fire 4 Scorching Rays. Each one does 2d6, so the equivalent of 8d6.
So
Once
it's
per
a
day.
third level scorching ray.
Basically,
So-
yeah.
Gotcha.
3d6, you said?
Sorry,
4d6?
it's 4 rays. Each one does 2d6.
Times 4. I understand now.
And you can aim them at one target or at multiple.
Correct.
Cool.
That's still a
You
pretty
have to
big
make
hit.
You have to make an attack roll for each ray, correct?
3 Eldritch Spots. Okay.
Scorching Ray, you can use it once a day. To get your fix, it does 8d6.
That's very poetic.
That was beautiful.
Wow, horror of the board.
What did he say?
You can watch it in post.
Okay. Can we take dinner break?
Yeah, I think we should take a small break. All right. That was an awesome fight on motorcycles and tanks. Be back in a minute. Woo! Okay, and we're back, having just defeated Ragadaga, a warlord in Avernus, taking down his war machines with your own, and now you're free to go after coming to a deal with him. So in the war machine, in the Tormentor, you can take a short rest, but that's it, if you'd like.
Okay,
I think that's a good idea.
that's a good idea.
How much hit points can you heal on a short rest?
Up to your hit die in D, whatever your hit die is, times your level. Each die has you can add your constitution to it. If you have a D8 hit die, you can do level 7, 7d8.
So you roll a d8, or you just do a d8?
I don't know if your hit die is a D8.
Yeah, it is a d8. So would I have to roll a d8?
Yep, if you roll a D8, add your constitution modifier to it.
Oh, I rolled an 8. Okay, so I'm back at full health.
And you can use that up to as many times as your level.
Sweet.
Okay, so
So you pull the bikes back in to the Tormentor, store them, and take a breather away from the oppressive heat and general oppression of Avernus.
Are we able to do repairs at all on the bikes or the war machine if it got damaged?
Yes, you can. That's a really good question, Sovereignty. You can do repairs on the war machines. You can do, I think, you can do some repairs without needing like a facility or anything. You can do basic repairs with that. You'd have to probably come to a stop somewhere. It's not super safe right now. You can try.
The Tormentor only took 26 damage. We have 6.
Oh, really?
So.
Oh, you can repair the bikes inside probably. Or 4 can do it pretty quickly.
You want to do that then? We can bring the bikes inside.
You pretty much have to have them inside to travel.
Well, we
Yeah.
already did bring the bikes
Yeah.
inside.
Oh,
Yep. So then we'll have 4 is going to work on the bikes, as he knows how to work on mechanical things quite well. And they'll get some hit points back. I don't know if I should. How much damage does your bikes take?
I was at 178.
Of 200, right?
Yeah.
And then Anatoly?
1 second.
The thing about the Infernal War Machines, I believe, is that I don't think you can compare them to like new status. I think you're just regular repairs that you do can only get them above to like 50% or something. Let me look on that Sovereignty and double check, but we'll have some repairs for next time.
But I mean, I can just walk through the ship, finding all these holes the spears came through, cast them in.
Nice. That does repair the cosmetic damage. It doesn't actually repair the whole damage judgment, but it's at least will stop a lot of the sand and dust and other terrible things from getting in, including bees and sturges.
My bike's at 159.
Okay, just send it to me later again. I'd have to relook that up, the repair on the Infernal War Machines, but at least they're patched up at the moment with Justice Mending spell, so there's no glaring issues other than structural damage.
woohoo!
Hell is full of bees.
Bees. Okay, are you ready to head to keep following Lulu's path?
Yes, let's go. Let's do it. Lulu, point the way.
Oh, let's go, Haro. And you head back. Can anyone do an engine sound? I don't know.
Is it like a 200cc motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually just me. That's just Des making the sound effects in the backseat.
I don't know if Des has heard machines before, but possibly.
Yeah, Jess, I don't know if you saw our sweet motorcycle maneuvers back there, but they were pretty much inspired by 99 bottles of greater healing on the wall.
Thank you.
Speak for
That
yourself.
was amazing.
I will. I was. Get out of here,
It was
Anatoly.
really cool, Sovereignty. You like wrapped that chain around your arm. It was like nothing, and then Anatoly like almost fell off, even with his sword arm. What a loser! Oh, he's right there. Oh shit.
Sovereignty, Des, and Judgment, Inspiration.
Thank you.
Well, that's for fixing the bike, not for talking. Or fixing the...
Yeah, Sovereignty, that was really cool. Very, inspired. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance. Isn't that right, Haro? Wasn't it really cool?
Oh, Lulu. Why does she talk so much?
I don't know. Radio!
Radio.
Your music starts pumping out. As you continue down through Avernus. Again, no idea where you're going. Haro, you're just driving, following Lulu's direction. She seems to have some kind of insight. Haro, why don't you give me an insight check?
Insight?
Insight.
Just use
Oh, that's a wisdom check. Wow. Cool. 13 plus 9. 13 plus 13. 26.
26?
I have plus 13.
Okay, I'll give you this.
Wisdom
These speed was actually pretty high. But I'll give you that Lulu, he's giving you directions, but doesn't have any idea where she's going. You have a sense that she may as well just be lost.
What? That bitch.
So, but I mean, only Haro has
This
this.
is really fun.
Lulu, I'm pretty sure we passed the same crest twice. Do you know where we're going?
She says, "This is weird. I don't know." And Haro, when you say that, you pass the same crest twice, and you were exactly where you were 20 minutes ago driving. But this time, you see something right in front of you. Like, not right in front of you, but really close by on the horizon. In fact, what you notice is a collection of brightly colored tents that stand sort of clustered together. And around them are sort of those war machines you've seen, including some of your style. You choose war machines form like a horseshoe, protecting these tents. And it looks like almost like an oasis of some kind. And she says, "This isn't the Citadel."
Guys, we have a bunch of stuff in front of us. What should I do?
Oh, great. Sovereignty and I have to pee anyways.
I don't know if this is the best time. I would grab a bottle.
So, I don't know if that's how tiefling anatomy works, but yeah.
I just used the furnace in the back.
Just pee in the furnace.
Oh my god. That's why the souls are crying.
The rest of you can look out if you want.
I'll peek my head out.
Okay. You see exactly what Haro sees. As you continue to move a little bit closer, Haro, do you stop the car? Stop the war machine.
I stop.
Okay, you stop the war machine. Well, you can see now that it's stopped and it's not all rumbling around, you can make out that the same thing. It's like a tent with war machines around it. And it doesn't seem to be like a war camp or anything. In fact, it looks like a bazaar of some kind. Like you hear soft music coming, and there's almost like even at the distance you are, you hear these wondrous smells drifting in your direction. Yeah, almost like a trading. Like you hear, you don't hear anything, but you see people just milling around, far away, but they look like ants.
I think we've been in the desert of
hell for far too long. We're seeing things.
Yeah, I'm seeing a shopping mall. We should go there.
Sovereignty, you hear coughing coming from the shield.
Yes.
Gary!
And all of you, of course, hear, finally, I'm back. Thank you for calling on me. Honestly, I felt like a secondary character for a while. You know, like that one time when I was not cast as a protagonist for the Infernal War Machine named Desire. Oh, I gave it to that director.
Yeah, that's the worst. I hate it when that happens.
I heard that show got really bad reviews, so.
I know. I didn't like his. I didn't let his directing go well. I cast. Do you know what I cast on him?
No, what did you cast on him?
What did you do?
Cast Mordenkainen's perpetual bum itch. Don't teach him. Not giving me the lead.
I don't know what that means.
You know that
Oh.
you know that in the War Machine named Desire, there's not actually a War Machine as the character.
Yeah, they always talk about the War Machine, but it never shows up.
It never shows up. It saved you some heartache.
You've seen the show? I thought it only aired in Avernus.
Oh,
I just heard it got really bad reviews.
we've heard. You know, we Sideshow Slasher.
We get to know what's popular now.
Yes.
You know, we got to know our competition.
I like you. We should all tour together, I think.
I think that's what we're doing right now.
Oh, you're right. Wow, it's almost like we're friends, except I'm a devil.
I thought he was an angel. I'm stupid. I don't remember.
There's two sides to every coin.
So, you wanted something?
I think you did.
Oh, right. You wanted me to tell you what that bazaar was about, right?
Go for it.
Yeah, is there running water that I can use to go to the bathroom?
Oh, sure. That's Mahadi's Wandering Emporium. Been there a couple times myself.
Yes, that's myself and Sovereignty. We are Mahadi's. Thank you very much. Ha ha ha.
I know, but mostly Sovereignty.
That's fair. I'll
That's
take
valid.
So yeah, you can get whatever you want there. They might sell you weapons, armor, repair this thing. You know, the works. A massage, get a haircut. They got everything.
You need a massage for your left arm.
Anything special, guys, or should maybe someone there can actually give us directions since Lulu's full of shit?
Okay, you know, I hate that little thing, but I gotta say, traveling around Avernus is not easy. I don't even know what's going on all over the place. Things constantly change. Avernus is kind of hell.
Is it?
Yeah, it's hell to traverse and hell to live in. You guys look great, though.
Peg.
Thank you.
All right,
Do
if
you like
you guys
my-
want to risk it, let's go to the bazaar. Maybe
Gotta
someone
risk
can
it to
give
get
us
the
some info.
biscuit.
Oh, they have really good
Gary.
biscuits, too.
Hey Gary, do you like my new sword arm?
Anatoly, that is amazing.
Right? Do you want me to smack it against your face?
Sure, hit me as hard as you can. Get me out of this damn thing.
Okay, I smack it against Gary's face.
Okay, it hits like metal against metal, resounding, ping, and it just serves to hurt your sword arm a little bit, but the shield is still indestructible.
I tried to help you, man. I don't know what to say.
Thank you. I'll pay that forward.
We head over to the bazaar, start the war machine back up, and head over to the bazaar.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the sound of shrieking souls. And he disappears. As the furnace roars to life.
Hey, maybe Judgment, they're going to sell some books there or something. And you can send some more information to your girlfriend.
Yes, she does have an insatiable need for knowledge.
And other insatiable needs. You are right.
You would.
That's what she said. Okay, I'm out.
Gary,
I don't get it.
Gary out.
Going to throw him in a volcano.
Okay, I'm back. Yes, please. Whatever, get me out of here. Do it, Judgment. Do it. Do it. Do it. Are you?
Yes, we're heading to the bazaar.
You want to head to the bazaar, or do you want to try to keep following Lulu?
No, we're going to the bazaar. More sense to me.
Haro did get that inside check, so head to the bazaar then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You go up to you roll on up, and the bazaar gets closer and closer. You notice it's quite big, and there's these your kind of size war machines and some bikes parked. There's almost like a parking area, if you will, along with all the war machines surrounding tents. Very colorful, very boisterous, and you don't seem to see any devils per se, but you can almost assuredly assume that there's mostly like regular looking races. You can almost assuredly assume that they are devils who are not looking like devils, but disguised, if you will.
We have a bunch of desses around us then.
Yes.
And as you, well, devils can shapeshift, but as you go and you pass a sign, Haro, which reads, "All are welcome here. No fighting, no spell casting, no exceptions," underlined.
No fighting, no spell casting, no exceptions.
You just figured it out.
I've been robbed. It's fine. Carry on. Sorry.
I'm sorry, how are you robbed?
Oh, Anna totally stole my seat on the war machine. It's fine. My seat cushion on the war machine, and I just noticed. I have a low intelligence.
Most of you do.
Yeah, true. Okay. Well, no fighting, no spells. Let's go.
Okay, do you want to get out and enter the bazaar?
Yeah, totally.
I'm going to stay in the Tormentor with 4 to make sure no one tries to steal our ride.
Okay, fair enough.
Haro, do you want anything?
Yeah, do
No.
you want some biscuits? I heard they're really good.
I need nothing at all.
Snacks for the road?
I have
The
my
road.
berries, even if they're rotten.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what about a cool jacket?
We
Maybe
find
some
like a fanny pack, like a fanny pack with like an Avernus logo on it.
Some calming candles.
It's funny that the 2 women are trying to buy me stuff, and the 2 guys are like, "Yeah, we don't need to shop. I'm good."
Oh God.
Haro, if you want to go in, we can have Fenris and Thor watch the Tormentor if you want to go in.
Okay, I will go in with everyone else.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I don't want to keep you out of the action.
Oh, it's fine. I'll go. Yay! Ooh, let's go buy stuff.
Okay, Judge, are you going inside the bazaar as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You open the door to the back, and it clangs down into the dust. And you walk out, and then Floor and Fenris close the gate behind you, or the back of the Tormentor. And you enter the bazaar. It smells wonderful, like all sorts of anything you could think of. It probably smells different to each of you. But you make your way in to this emporium, if you will. There's, again, these tents. As they get out, there's many different tents all splayed out. And there's lots of curtains, rectangular iron plates, and there's lots of lamps as well dangling all around. So even though it's in Avernus, it's kind of always like twilight, here it's pretty bright. And you don't feel the scorching effects of Avernus, even though you're outside the Tormentor, you don't feel them here in this bazaar. Lulu is with you as well, and she seems very excited to be in this bazaar. And she sort of rushes forward and gets lost in the crowd. It's quite busy. Some people look at you, the people, quote unquote, here, but because it seems to be a neutral zone of sorts, they don't really pay you much mind, or maybe they're used to people being here from different places buying. Mm-hmm. And you wander around looking for this or that, or to get your bearings. And as you do, you encounter something you were not expecting. You pass through some stalls, and in front of you is none other
Dan.
than Zerial herself.
Really?
So you see in front of you, literally in front of you, and the Lulu's not here, but you see this it's Zara. I mean, you've seen some pictures and things before of her before in the different places you've been in. It says it looks like a fallen angel who was probably once beautiful, but whose skin and wings now have been ruined by its infernal fire. She has pale grayish skin, pointed ears, and red wings. A wreath of fire encircles her head, which is completely bald and tattooed. And she has a spiked flail, which seems to be replacing her left missing hand, an enormous hammer in the right. She has silver blackened armor, which trails into tattered clothes and chains, which dangle from her wrists. And as she moves, it clinks like that of a haunted prisoner. Her eyes glow red. And she turns to all of you immediately. And as she does, you and all the people next to you, which again you can assume are devils, are forced to kneel. The only people who are not kneeling are what looks to be some kind of vendor or something right next to her, who quickly darts back into the shadows. And Sovereignty is not kneeling.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'll let you do some saving throws in just a moment. But Sovereignty, Zara looks at you with a burning fire in her eyes. And she rushes at you. She has incredible speed. And the first thing she does is she goes for you, grabs you by the throat with her one good hand, and lifts you up in the air and squeezes your throat. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And Zero talks to you. What are you doing here, accursed daughter of mine? Have you come to steal the throat of Avernus? Take it from me?
Hell no.
Oh shoot, I forgot to use a voice changer, sorry.
No, do it. Yes, do it.
Lies! Why are you here, accursed child of mine? Tell me!
It's like a really long story. There's like 10 chapters to it.
So you come here to kill me, is that it?
I mean, mostly that, because of the cult was kind of shitty and they really liked you. So I kind of figured you were gross, but you're actually kind of rad. Might still kill you though.
You should find yourself lucky. If that cult didn't hide you, I would have had you killed along with all your sisters.
What the hell? I mean, I definitely want to kill you now if I didn't before, so...
I don't think you want to kill me. Because you cannot handle the truth. Do you know what that is, Sovereignty?
Enlighten me.
Sovereignty, she squeezes on your neck.
He squeezes on your neck, and you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as she's almost caught off your breathing altogether.
She still holds you up in... Chaos and the abyss are at her doorstep. If they overrun us, we will lose everything. I will side with Asmodeus. Take down every city in Faerun if I must, to stop the invasion. The truth is, you want me here. You need me here. What are you going to do otherwise? You and your weak, stupid friends are going to stop the demons?
We've been doing all right so far.
You take 13 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Gotta get my calculator. Hang on.
Okay.
You want me on that wall? You need me on that wall.
What?
Hey.
Meta talk, never mind. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
The celestial host watches us, but they do nothing. If you kill me, everyone will die.
Guys, thoughts?
Okay, anybody who wants to talk right now can give me a wisdom saving throw, and you can use your reaction to give one line, but you cannot get up from a kneeling position.
Wisdom saving throw?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we'll
do
try
my
it.
saving throw.
And
I rolled a 19 plus 13.
Okay.
So, for whatever that is, 32.
Des, so I assume you're trying to talk to?
Yeah, 17.
Okay, Des, you cannot talk. Haro, you're the only one that can talk. You have one line, but you're still stuck kneeling. As well as everybody else around you.
I'm like, as I'm trying to say something.
We want the truth.
You can handle the truth.
There it is!
How do you...
Okay. At the same time, Sovereignty, she continues to squeeze. You don't seem to be giving an answer that she likes. She continues to squeeze until you're almost blacked out, at which point suddenly she releases a little bit. And you open eyes barely, it's sort of like fuzzy vision, and you see Lulu to your side.
okay.
You say anything?
Lulu, is this jogging any memories?
Sovereignty, that's Serio, but it's not actually her. Don't listen to her.
Thanks. I'm not listening to you.
She's become obsessed with killing demons. This is not her. She's good inside. And then you see Zerial turn to Lulu and looks at her very fiercely. But Lulu does not seem to back down.
Hey, Gary, how about that wall of fire?
You hear Gary, you're on your own, kid. And then Zerial releases, after Lulu says something to her, releases her hold on you just a little bit more. And then looks at you again, Sovereignty, and says,
So be it. Should you survive and accomplish your goal, meet me at the top of my fortress. We'll settle it then.
Oh, shit.
and she lets you go and you crumple to the ground. At which point Zerial turns around, and she has a small contingent of troops come forward, and they're very heavily armored devils. And she looks up and snaps her fingers, and above you is a enormous, this thing's just floating fortress. This thing's probably like 100 feet tall. It dominates the bazaar above you. And she looks at her small contingent, nods to them, and they all take off and fly up into the floating fortress.
I really want to hate her, but the aesthetic is very good.
Can we get up from the kneeling now?
Yes, as soon as she flies off, you can all get up. And the people next to you who are devils look at you and they sort of walk away.
I'm gonna go up to Sovereignty, and I'll put my hands like on her shoulders, near her neck. Are you okay? Are you okay? I tried to say something, but I couldn't say anything. And I start to cry.
Yeah, are you guys okay? That was less fun than it could have been.
If you want to know, that was a long time to be kneeling, so my knee hurts a little bit, but
Okay,
yeah.
I was really mostly just asking Des, and you knew that, so.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. She seemed terrible. And I don't think she's good. But also, why would Lulu lie? But also, she has no idea where we are, so.
Lulu flies over to you and says,
Yeah, Lulu, let's get some answers here.
Sovereignty, are you okay? And she touches you with her nose, and you get all your hit points back.
Woohoo!
Power word heal, I think.
Sweet.
Hey, we're not allowed to be casting spells here. Lulu, behave.
Okay.
Very good, Haro. Inspiration for you. And Lulu looks around, and you see that vendor or shopkeeper of some kind who dodged in the shadows sort of come back out and approaches you.
Yeah, you. Why did you run away? And you didn't have to kneel?
You did not have to kneel. So in front of you, oh wait, am I sharing screen? Yes, I am. I'm going to do that. In front of you, you see what looks to be a typical vendor in this bazaar, and he bows very deeply to you. He's wearing very ornate clothes. Obviously, it's a very expensive cut and tailoring. And looks at me and says, "I'm so sorry. My name is Mahadi. I run this place."
Oh. Why didn't you have to kneel?
This is my place, and I do what I want.
You own the whole bazaar?
This is my bazaar. No fighting is allowed. Now, I want to apologize for that. Zaria will be punished quite thoroughly for her infraction. As will you.
Do that?
Of course. And you shall be compensated in for what has transpired today.
Compensated with what?
What would you like? Soul coins?
Door, what's on door
Sure.
number 2?
What else do you have?
Our bazaar has many goods. Please look around. You can spend gold or soul coins here.
Do you have any leads on a citadel or a sword?
I know nothing of the sort. I am just a fair vendor here.
What about a citadel?
I know nothing.
Okay.
But, again, how about this? Come to my place this evening, and you'll be compensated with a free meal.
Well, we'd rather be compensated with soul coins than a free
You will
meal.
also receive soul coins, yes, but not till this evening.
Okay.
Well, I would like a meal that's not rotten, so okay.
You'll have the best food in all of Torum.
I have a question for you, Mahadi. How are you going to punish her?
Yeah, same question.
Okay, Haro, I want you to give me a persuasion roll.
What's persuasion? Charisma?
Yeah.
15.
Okay, it's on to you too.
Ooh, okay. To the internet.
Hey, can we switch back? Please, my back is still hurting.
Okay, my butt was really hurting earlier.
But my back is still kind of sore.
Sovereignty?
Oh, he asked you to do a persuasion roll, Sovereignty.
Oh,
Yeah, 16. Sorry, I
oh,
was
16. Oh, okay. Okay, he looks at you both and says, I'll tell you what. I have the okay from Asmodeus himself. You know who Asmodeus is, of course.
Right, but he gave you the okay to do whatever you want in this bazaar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
As he rules all the infernal planes and all of hell, well, he has the last say.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, do you run the rules of the bazaar, or does Asmodeus run the rules of the bazaar?
Well, this is my bazaar, but I have a certain agreement with Asmodeus.
So Asmodeus carries out the misdeeds and punishes people that don't follow your rules?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, is there anything else? Or would you like?
Sounds like a man being to be in favor with. No?
Good luck with that. So, please, take a look around the bazaar. We have many shops that might interest you, and see me at the Infernal Rapture later.
Infernal
wait.
Rapture?
Wait. If Asmodeus gave you a power, right? Let's say. Would you say that would be like equal to a power that he might have? Or
He just exercises his powers in case of an infraction here at the bazaar.
because we have like an old contract that has to be broken by an equal power, and I feel like I need to be emotionally compensated. I was wondering if you could do anything about that.
About what?
About that contract.
Which contract?
Yeah, is Modius's one. Somebody here has it.
I do, I think. I searched through my bag. Yeah, we wanted to. There's a contract about some. Sorry, this bag is very large. Contract from El Terrell that this guy signed it, and he was a really bad guy. I don't know where it is. No, that's my map of Avernus. No, that's my golden lyre. Do you want a song? No? Okay.
No, in fact, I'm very busy, and I probably can't help you with this contract. I only have certain exceptions from Asmodeus.
Oh, our friend Thor has it, and he's in the war machine. That's why.
Anything else?
We'll be back for dinner.
We'll see you later tonight.
We'll see you at dinner.
Welcome to the
Farewell.
Wandering Emporium. Enjoy.
I hope the food doesn't taste like shit like everything else here.
Hey, you know what we could do? We could put on a Sideshow Slasher show.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think that would involve casting spells.
Oh, no.
Or potentially fighting.
Oh, no. Okay, you're right. We can't cast spells.
We don't
Okay,
want our performance to be perceived as something else.
fine. I mean, I'm talented without magic, but yeah.
No, is anyone going to tell her or should I?
You shut your mouth.
Oh, talent. Was that the key word? Anatoly?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to
yeah.
start shopping. Bye.
You want to look around? So I will give you. You have some time before you go to the Infernal Rapture, which is Mahadi's store, if you will, and you find next to you what looks like an overlay or some kind of overview, like a little pamphlet of the shops here. So what you're looking at in the I showed this earlier, the Wandering Emporium is like this, and here's some of the main shops you can access. We have the Fire Snake Forge, Icor's Way,
Ooh.
From Here to Avernus, Zaneth's Blackheart Inc., Anna the Stylist, the Infernal Rapture, and Mahadi's Place, which doesn't seem to be currently open.
Cool. Okay, I look at sovereignty. Okay, where do you want to go first? I can't hear you. There's something in the wind.
I'm reading.
Can you see it okay?
Huh?
Haro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Haro, judgment. Do you want to get away from these loud women folk for a little while?
I didn't invite you anyway, so.
Let's go to a different store from whatever they choose. Let's go to the opposite side.
Whatever they choose, let's go to the same one.
Sovereignty, let's go to the Fire Snake Forge. That'd be cool.
Okay. So
Okay.
Sneth's Blackheart Inc. it is. Let's go.
Okay, so we're dividing up into two here, and we'll start with, and roll it here. We'll start with Sovereignty and Des. As you make your way, pretty crowded right now, and you make your way through some crowds here, and finally make your way to Fire Snake Forge. What you see here is basically exactly that. There's a giant war machine, an opening in the side, and some tent canvas, and you see a handful of salamanders.
Sovereignty came up
who are
with a
working a forge. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just say really quickly, I came up with a song. Ready? Right now. Making my way through the bazaar, walking fast and devils past, and I'm
Forge bound.
Forge bound. Do, 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 do. No? I think it's a hit. It's going to be on the Rad.io. before you know it.
Despite leaving, I can still hear it, and I hate it.
No,
like my
canonically,
song?
anytime you start a song, Sovereignty's probably headbanging or crying, so.
Or both at the same time.
Maybe both, yeah. If it's a jam.
Thanks, I knew it was a jam. Okay, yes, there are people, there are creatures there.
Mm-hmm. They're manning the forge as these salamanders, these fiery, evil creatures.
Great. I go up to the first salamander creature.
Mm-hmm. Looks like somebody
Hello.
at like the main vending stall in front of are very intricate and clearly magical weapons and armor just displayed as people are looking around.
Cool. Hello, I say to the first person.
So there's forward and gets really close to you and says, "Hello."
Hello.
He's a
And as
close
it talks, you feel fire. It's like a really hot and like little spittle of sparks hit your face.
Oh, hello. 6 feet of distance, please. Get out of my space.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do you have some cool magical items? You know, we're looking for maybe some upgrades.
Maybe. Do you have soul coins or gold?
Yes.
Listen, buddy, I got, you know, whatever we're asking for.
Good, then we can make a deal.
I don't know about deals, but just like payments would be fine.
That's what I mean.
Okay, cool. Well, you got, you know, words are important, so use them wisely.
Screw you.
Okay, well, I think we're going to get along just fine. I think you're going to show me the coolest items that you have for sale. Isn't that right, Mr.
Wait,
Salamander?
yes.
Uh-huh. Ding, 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 26. Ding, 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 ding.
I guess we'll sell to mortals not from Avernus. All right, Des, you have unlocked. You have unlocked the shop. So do you all remember when I gave you Aurora in Waterdeep when you unlocked Aurora's shop with all the magical items?
Yeah.
And everything? So it'd be kind of like that with some extra stuff, and I'll send that all in the group chat. And you
No. Only Des and Sovereignty know about it, though.
If you don't want to share that, then
I'll think about it.
Okay, so
Des, you're a dork.
I'm kidding. I'll share. Yes, of course. Only if they like my song, though.
All right. She gets -20 to her roll because she said cool to a bunch of fire elementals.
I said, what?
Cool.
The cool stuff to a bunch of fire.
So, yeah, they also say that they can repair your war machines to full if needed. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's you and Sovereignty. You have unlocked the magical item store, let's say. Switching to Horror, Anatolian Judgment. You're all walking together, I assume?
Yes.
Hey, you had... and at this point, I didn't mention, but the Azariel's Flying Fortress is already flown off in the distance. So you're heading to the Blackheart Inc.?
That is
Yes.
correct. That's where Anatoly wanted to go.
You all walk that way, and you get close, and you see there's a couple of the people outside, sort of some shady characters, but you assume, and people have tattoos just from basically head to toe. In some,
literally ink. Okay, cool.
yeah, Little Link. People have tattoos head to toe, and they're all, the symbols are infernal, and they're sort of very evil deeds and deals and magics. And you see a sign on the door, which is currently, it's closed, not locked, but just closed. And the sign says, "Devils only."
Well, that is not cool. Judgment, what do you think we should do? You're the smart one. I want a tattoo. And I'm not leaving until I get one.
On your sword.
Well,
Sure.
tell them you're a devil.
Yes, I could be a devil in disguise. I walk up to the door. Is there a doorman?
It looks like, yeah, there's two big burly guys. They look like humans, but they're obviously not. And they're, again, tattooed, and multicolored tattoos, just head to toe, including the face. And they look at you.
How's it going?
Hey.
I want to tat to add to my collection.
So he grabs you by like your cuff and looks you straight in the eyes. Anatoly, I need you to give me a persuasion check.
How would you get a tattoo with fur?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
They shaved the fur off, duh.
Oh my, give me a patchy cat.
My God.
They can paint.
Fools.
How do you think David would have to get a tattoo? They'd have to shave his fur.
All of it.
15.
15? He looks you in the eyes and says, and he looks at his friend over there, and he lets you go and he says, "This one's evil. You can go in."
Yeah! Thanks, guys.
Give me a hairless cat.
I go into the shop.
You go to the shop. What about Harlan Judgment?
I follow him in and don't even ask anything to anybody.
Oh, that's a smart move, Judgment.
Once I've realized what the place is, I have no desire to be here.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So you're going to head somewhere else?
I'm literally going to head somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Let's go north from here to Avernus.
From here to Avernus? Okay, we'll get to you. So, Haro, I actually want you to give me a stealth check.
A stealth check?
How do you get tattoos with feathers?
I only have feathers on my head, dork.
Oh,
Remember
that's
that?
right. You,
Yeah,
yeah, you do. You have like a human torso.
You're not here. Let us, we can get our own tattoos.
I failed. If it was a stealth check, I failed. I rolled a 6+.
jeez.
I mean, their spot check would be a failure too.
11.
Yeah, there is, and they have to go. It's an opposed roll. What's your total?
11. No. 12.
So the second one just does notice, and as you try to slip in right behind Anatoly, a big burly arm gets in between you and Anatoly.
I wasn't trying to slip in, but it's okay.
Well, or get in. He says, and then
Yeah, I tell him, devils only. I'm just following my friend.
and they both look at each other and they're like, "You're not a devil."
Yeah, I am.
Persuasion.
I rolled an 18.
Do you have any bonus?
To persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
No, but an 18 is what I rolled.
Okay, so the other one looks at you, Anatoly. Before you make it in, you already open the door and we're partway in. And the one looks at you and says, "He with you?"
Yeah. And if you don't think he's evil enough, ask your wife how he did last night.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I don't really get it, but okay. So anyway,
So the bodyguard says, "I don't really get it."
I don't know. Dr. Dio does not get the joke. I get it's like a your mom thing or whatever, but okay. And
No, your mom was not involved.
wait, what? I don't know. I thought you said your mom.
I don't know.
I hope that David's not married to his mom.
Okay, and he looks at you, Anatoly, and he says, "All right," and he lifts it up, and you both enter the black hearting. I didn't get it, so I'm just gonna let it slide. You close the door, and inside are a bunch of, and they're not trying to hide the fact that there's devils here. It's all devils, different type of devils you've seen throughout Avernus and even back in Baldur's Gate. Barb devils and spine devils. They're all here, and they all have tattoos, and they're all smoking cigars. Just laid back, chilling while you see a couple people sitting on chairs of sorts, and they're receiving sort of tattooed ink that's going through, and they're getting tattoos.
Awesome. Can I go sit down? Is there any empty artists?
There's one artist empty, yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Mm-hmm. Are you Are you swagging? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks up to you, and it's a devil, and he says, "Hey, you're not a devil. Devils only."
I'm evil as you, men. Now, why don't you use that fancy needle of yours? Or my soul coin's not good enough for you.
You see somebody at the other end walk out. It's a man, it's a devil, I should say, in like heavy chains and gold and, just somebody who is very profitable and or very extravagant, and looks at you and says, "Hey, you got soul coins."
Who's asking?
"Well, this place is devils only, but only because we don't take gold. We don't deal with mortals because they come with gold and we hate that shit.
Okay.
So if you got soul coins, you can stay."
Well, I do.
All right.
So, which one of you talentless fools is going to give me a damn tat?
Okay, until intimidation.
Nat 20.
Whoa! Okay, Anatoly has successfully unlocked the tattoo parlor for.
It was right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna call that. That's not what Kyle rolled.
Yes, it was. It was on the line.
Then it's not a nat 20.
Do you want me to roll again? Fine, I'll roll again.
I want to roll again.
19. 24.
All right. Good enough.
I was on the line.
You have unlocked with your intimidation and your evilness, I guess, have unlocked the tattoos for anybody who'd like to use one. So I'll be sending that out as well to everybody. You have some minor tattoos you can get from the Unearthed Arcana. And then if the tattoos change from the Unearthed Arcana version to the Tasha Sidious Cauldron version, we'll have to update that. But you'll be able to get some tattoos if you would like.
Cool.
Cool? All right, Judgment, you're up.
Well, then I approach from here to Avernus.
Yeah, here's Avernus. It seems to be some kind of like postmaster, if you will. Like you see lots of bags and like couriers of some kind, except these couriers are all turtles.
Turtles?
So I found the post office.
Do you want to inquire, or do you just want to keep moving?
I guess I'll stop with the turtles.
Okay, you stop with the turtles, who seems to be at the counter, if you will, behind them, and it's an closed-off area, but behind them seems to be sorting through a lot of mail, like envelopes, packages, things like that. And the turtle looks up at you, and he says, "Hello.
My patience is
What do you need
I see that you.
from here to Avernus?"
Your lucky magic is forbidden here. I see that you provide mail services. Do you provide any other services?
No, we offer lightning fast postal service to anywhere in Faerun.
And what is your price?
It depends on the package size. From 10 gold
I know it's coming.
to 100 gold.
Please
All right,
walk away.
I feel like testing this service.
Judgment.
Oh, okay.
That spell book that I got from the Flaming Skull,
Yes.
since I've already copied it, I'm going to put it on the counter
Mm-hmm.
and say I'd like to send this to Archmage Severia in Candlekeep.
And you see a slow turtle hand go in and grab the packet, or your spell book, grabs it, and looks at it, and he says, "This will be 10 gold."
Put 10 gold on the counter.
Okay, you give him the gold. He says, "Or double for priority shipment."
What's the difference?
One
Hurting you, Kenny.
One goes fast, the other goes really fast. But he doesn't seem to give you a time frame.
I'm looking around like there's only portals here.
Yes, there's like only turtles. Yes, and they're all moving very, very slow. And after, it looks like somehow there's been a lull, and behind you already, there's about 50 people in line. They're already lined up. And they're sort of like, come on, get moving.
All right, so who's the first person in line behind me?
It looks like a elf, but obviously it's not.
So I'm not going to ask the portal. I'm going to ask the guy in line behind me. How fast is this really?
Hey, you're going to get regular shipping or fast shipping?
How fast is regular shipping?
Under an hour.
Good enough. 10 gold. I'm done, Mr. Portal.
Okay. He says, thank you. And you walked away. All right. So you send the book. It's going to be there under an hour. You assume it's some kind of magical, really fast service. Unlike the shippies themselves. So, okay. Next up, we have anything else you want to send, Judgment, or is that it?
For now, that's it.
Okay, Sovereignty and Des, you're up.
Cool. Well, Mr. Salamander will be back. We'll think about what we're going to buy at a later date when I scry it to my friends.
Okay. All right. What do you want to head next after this? You can still go to Iker's Way or Anna the Stylist.
No, please. We're going to go to Anna the Stylist. I got to get some more changeling ideas.
Okay, that's fine. You head to Anna the Stylist, and where are you?
Way through the bazaar, walking fast, devils past, and where stylist bound. Ding, 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 ding. Sovereignty and I move in slow motion.
Okay. You approach this tent. You notice something completely different about this tent compared to everything else in Avernus and even this bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
What do I notice?
You notice that there's not any devils around this tent at all. In fact, they're staying clear of it. There's almost like a circle around, like staying clear of it. And on top of that, you feel something you haven't felt since you entered Avernus. Well, maybe a little bit in Eltro. You feel something good and warm as you approach the tent.
Do you feel that? You know what it feels like? Like we're approaching the famous biscuits of this bazaar. The bazaar biscuits. They're probably in that tent.
Better get it free.
Are you hungry?
This is the stylist desk.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
I'm just making a joke.
They're the emotional biscuits at the heart of the bazaar. Let's go.
Let's go.
You're going to head into the end of the stylist?
Yes.
Okay. Again, there's no one else around at all. And you're not even sure this place is even open for business, so it looks very well kept. And you open the door, and as you do, inside it smells like wonderful perfumes and other tonics and tinctures that are very pleasant. It's clean top to bottom. And inside, you see just one person. Just one person. And she looks like this. She looks like, she looks basically human, but she has horns, very light, almost golden hair, and is wearing sort of golden jewelry, accentuates sort of, it looks like she almost has like claws, if you will, and strange features, designs on her clothing and on her ornaments that she's wearing, and very stunning purplish eyes. And she looks at you all, surprised that you're inside.
Hello. It smells good in here.
And she says, "Hello, travelers. The name's Anna. I'm a stylist from the north. It looks like you've been through hell and back. Would you like a cut or a facial?"
Well, I don't really. I can do the cuts on my own, and I start quickly changing my hair, short to long, red to blue to orange.
That's incredible.
Thank you. I've had this talent my entire life. I just don't like to show it off. But I could do a facial. And for my friend, too. She's had a hard day. Her mom showed up. You know, they have a strained relationship. It's kind of hard for her.
My. That's quite a day. So do you want the facials then? Is that what you're doing? No haircuts or anything else?
Oh, I don't know. Sovereignty, do you want a haircut?
No.
Or any other stylisting you consider? I don't frequent very many stylists, but I assume any yeah, pedicures, manicures, the whole bit. So anything you want.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pay for Sovereignty to get her nails and feet done too. Yeah.
My hooves.
Yeah. Her hooves.
Is that possible, guys?
Sovereignty, you can get your horns polished.
That's cool. Yeah, that. Let's do that.
Get a little sparkle up there for when I murder Zariel. Can you do anything about face tattoos or like, other tattoos?
No, I'm quite sorry. That's down the street.
Okay, cool. What?
That's down the street.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there was an ink place.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, good. Let's get facials.
Please have a seat.
Okay, I sit down.
Okay, you both sit down. All right, and she makes a duplicate of herself, and she begins to lather you up or whatever in like delicious and amazing smelling soaps and whatever oils and this and that that rejuvenate you tremendously. So having got this done, you will now have, you will be blessed until the end of the next session.
Woo! Cool.
Hashtag blessed.
Yes.
And Samtia, she's working like on your face and massaging you a little bit, and it smells wonderful. It's very soft features, and she says, "My, you have beautiful hair and a stunning complexion."
Thank you.
If my wife were here, she'd be quite enamored.
That's nice.
Sovereignty's not interested.
I like a little attention.
So it brings you to Avernus.
Ring on that finger.
Saving the town. It's no big deal. I flex a little. All the towns up north, and
Muted.
You
Sorry, I was chasing after my cat for like 5 minutes there.
That's fine.
Anyway, did you hear any of that, or was I just muted the whole time?
I only heard like the first bit, I think.
No, that's great. That's
So we
good.
heard that
Flex sovereignty.
you said you were saving the town, and then you were flexing a little.
Yeah, I did. I did say that. I did. I said that we're saving the town, and then I flex a little.
Brilliant. So you're adventurers.
Performers.
Is that so?
Yeah, we're actually trying to find a sword and like a big building. What were we looking for? Somewhere, has a sword in it. It's alabaster. We're traveling with an elephant. Does that make any sense?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you speak of.
Okay, has anybody seen the sword around here? Fine.
You mean the
We're
sword of...
lost.
So why doesn't anybody? Why is your shop pretty quiet? I feel like this is like the best one here.
And she... Oh, you see, I have a protection from from evil spell cast in the whole place.
Oh. So that's why we could come in. Interesting.
How's Gary faring?
Oh, Gary's shut down completely. You don't even hear this again.
Hey, do you mind if I leave this shield here?
And she looks at it and she says, no, please don't.
I'm just kidding. He's just really annoying.
That's funny.
That's really
The
funny.
shield isn't evil. The inside the shield is evil, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So how are you in here? Are you a devil?
Oh, my, no. I'm not a devil.
Yes.
I'm
Sorry.
quite
Manners.
opposite from a devil.
Are you an angel?
No, I'm not an angel either.
A celestial?
No, but do you want to know?
More?
I'll tell you what
Yeah.
I am in exchange for a bit of a favor.
What's the favor?
If you all are traveling around Avernus, I'm on the lookout for some information.
Okay.
About?
About Archon the Cruel. Have you heard of him?
I've heard rumors, around
Here and there.
here and there, Yeah, word of him, a big scary red dragonborn. Thinks he's probably hot shit or whatever. He likes to fool his so-called friends.
That's right. You're as smart as you are beautiful, my dear. So,
Thanks, I'm not interested.
All I have written down on my arm is Lord Archon will see you in Avernus, and I remember nothing else.
oh, that's right. So you're right.
Right.
Archon is a paladin of Tiamat. Tiamat is imprisoned here in Avernus. Archon seeks to free Tiamat.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
think that's a terrible idea, and he should not do that.
It's an awful idea, yes. So, if you're wandering around, if you hear anything, please let me know. I will compensate you accordingly.
Oh, do you have like a messaging stone I can send you messages through?
No,
Trying to
I
get her number, Des?
don't give you that information. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm married.
Oh, okay. What? How do I let you know then?
Well, take this. And she hands you, whoever wants to grab it can grab it. She's actually going to give it to you. She hands you, it looks like a harmonica made of wood. And at the end of it are carved like two dragon wings.
So what do I do? What do I do with this?
Just, if you're ever in trouble, play that. And perhaps something good will happen.
Please don't let Des have the harmonica.
No,
I have
she
a
gave it
harmonica,
to me.
I'm the bard, though.
And she looks
Okay,
at you,
wait.
sovereignty, and says, "What's your name?"
I call myself Sovereignty.
I see. Your mind is clouded, but I sense good inside. Please help me if you can.
Yeah, will do. Will do.
Thank you.
Also, so the other thing that we're looking for while we're here, since you seem to be, again, the nicest and most helpful person we've run into,
Why, thank you.
is as a sword. So, we talked about the Citadel a little bit, but we're specifically looking for Zerial's sword, because Zerial's kind of not on our shit list right now, so.
Right, you're looking for the sword, Zerial. I don't know where it is. But
Are you sure you don't know where it is?
I'm certain, and it's not under my purview. But you may want to try Haruman's Hill.
Where?
Haruman's Hill.
Hill, okay. And where would that be?
I'll give you some directions.
Yeah, anything would be helpful right now.
Yeah, because our Halifant, she got a little lost, but then she felt bad about getting lost, and she didn't really tell us that we were lost, then we just continued to be more lost.
I'm sure she was trying her best.
Yeah, sure, aren't we all?
So,
Well, this is awesome. My face feels great. I feel #blessed.
I'm glad to hear it. And please, anytime you're here, let me know what you've done in your adventures. I'd love to tell my wife about it. You see, she is a bit of an adventure herself. She just got back from the
Who's your
Feywilds,
wife?
actually.
Who's your wife? I know who your wife is.
You do?
I have heard bardic tales of yore. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I will wager you 5 gold pieces that I know who your wife is.
5 gold? All right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Actually, no. 10 gold pieces that I know who your wife is.
Please, humor me.
Okay, is your wife Vex the dragon?
Maybe.
Well, what do you mean maybe? I bet you 5 coins.
10.
10.
Help me and maybe we'll talk some more.
Okay, can I have the 5 coins at least? Because you gave me a maybe, which is halfway between yes and no.
All right. And she... That's like some gold coins.
Okay, well. That's cool. Okay, yeah, Sovereignty, I'll tell you all about it. Okay.
Is that all?
Okay. I think that's all. Yes. So. No.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
that's what it is, right?
No. Also, okay, no. Sovereignty, ignore what he said to you. It's wrong. Meta.
Okay.
Thanks, Anna. It was nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure. Good luck on your travels.
Oh, I'm done. Okay.
Thank you. Hey, also, do they sell biscuits here?
They do at the Infernal Rapture.
Yes, I knew it.
I've not been there myself because I'm a bit of a good dragon girl. Goodbye.
Yeah, you should. Bye. You should stay inside. It's scary here. Bye.
He laughs and smiles, and you're ejected from her shop.
Ejected.
Can we go over to the anchor place now?
Is that the only place that's left?
Yes.
Oh, Ichor away.
Yes.
Okay, so you see Judgment, Haro, and Amtoli. You see Judgment talking to a turtle as you pass by. This from here to Avernus stop, and he's there a very, very long time. And you arrive at Ichor away, and you see here. Whoops! What's happening? Sorry. Okay. You see here a man. It doesn't look like a devil, but again, he likely is. a mage just in flowing robes and subtly red eyes looks at you to come in and says, "Hello.
Hello.
What can I help?
You want? Well, what do you have?
Demon Icor, Demon Icor, Demon Icor, Demon Icor, Demon Icor, Demon Icor, Demon Icor. That's what we sell."
Haro, do you want any demon Icor?
Oh no, I'm good.
How much?
25 gold a flask. 25 gold a flask. Demon Icor, Demon Icor. Get your Demon Icor.
Sure, I'll take one. Sure, I'll take one.
Maybe grab 2, 3. Wait, 3 because you have bikes and no.
I already have one.
You grab one.
I'm just
As you hold, Anatoly, did you have one in your hand earlier?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. As you grab this one, and you didn't, what did you do with it? Did you store it earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, as you're holding it, as it's obviously the demon blood in there, and it's sort of bubbling on the inside, and seems to be pushing to the side of the flask towards your arm hand.
Towards what?
Your weapon hand. I'm sorry, your weapon arm.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Hey, do you know anything about what's going on here with my cool sword arm and, this weird bubbly demon blood shit?
No, but I sell Demon Icor. Demon Icor. Would you like some Demon Icor? Get your Demon Icor.
Anatoly, I think I might know. I think your sword is drawing the blood to it because it needs blood, maybe?
Inspiration, Haro.
Is it worth 25 gold to test it and pour it on your sword arm?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You open up the flask, and immediately, as you don't even have to start pouring it, but it gets absorbed into your sword arm, and you feel empowered.
Nice.
Haro, you see Anatoly. You blink for a moment, and it looks like he's taken on the appearance of like a raven or something. You blink again, he's back to himself.
Very interesting.
You don't see that.
No, I know,
Anatoly,
but
what was that?
I don't know. Hey, I'll take a couple more of those demon Icors.
Hey, 25 gold a flask.
I'll take 2 more.
Okay.
What the hell am I bound to?
The cat bird.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much everywhere you can feasibly explore in this area that'll do you much good in your travels.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Can I peek my head out of the Icor for a minute and just glance and see if I see sovereignty and death potentially where they are coming from?
Yeah, so coming from the southwest here, from Anna the Stylist, and they're walking towards where you all need to go eventually, the Infernal Rapture.
Okay, I'm going to sprint over to them, if that's okay.
Sure.
Hey, what was in that one?
Which one? That one? Anna the Stylist? It was closed.
Oh, really? I doubt it. And I'm going to try to go into the stylist shop.
Okay, you can't even get close when you get knocked back like a pong thing immediately from about 10 feet away.
We told you it was closed.
Yeah, well. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super closed.
All right, you all ready to head to the Infernal Rapture for the free dinner and soul coins you were offered?
Yeah, let's head into Infernal Rapture. I let Anatoly walk ahead of me.
Okay. All right. And Judgment does get there a little bit late. He was delayed by the lightning fast post. And are you all ready to head in?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, you head into the Infernal Rapture. Inside is this establishment. It's very plush, lush, luxurious in there. It's extravagant. It is like a restaurant of sorts, if you will. But it looks like they also offer other specialty services. And there's a bit of a waiting line there to get inside the restaurant. But it smells exquisite. Like think about the most delicious dish you've ever had. Mom's spaghetti, and it's all there.
Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's lentil soup.
Yeah.
My knees are weak.
Okay,
already.
do we see Mahadi? Do we see him?
You don't, but there's a huge line here waiting for a table.
Can I shove past the people in line?
Sure, give me a strength check.
Roll for initiative.
Pow, pow, pow.
I do not pass.
Okay, it's too crowded. Yeah.
Sovereignty. I have an idea. What if you pretend to pass out and then they have to give us a table?
I collapse.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
and I start
Yes.
yelling at
Why
we
don't
need
you
a table. She's
Yes.
what? Sorry.
Just
Huh?
turn into Mahadi and we can just pass
It's
by
too
her.
late. We need a table. She's famished. Move aside.
Inspiration for you, Judgment. And then, I don't think anybody caught what he said. And then as you pass up, the servants, the people come up to you and they're sort of in distress and they're like, what's happening? What's happening? And then as that happens, the people part ways as you see Mahadi just make his way through all the devils who move to the side. And he comes up, he says, are you okay? And he puts his hand up to you, Sovereignty.
I'm just feeling so faint from the incident earlier. I probably need biscuits.
Please, you can skip the line and you can have as many biscuits as you would like.
Oh, thank
Yes, we should all go with her.
That's
You know,
my
moral
value.
support.
Please come. I have a VIP table reserved for you all.
Oh, thank
Yeah. Oh, let's go.
Okay. He escorts you to a lounge by itself. And you sit down. There's a menu. And you open the menu. And inside the menu, the pages just don't stop. Don't stop. You can literally go until you find anything you can ever think of to eat or drink. Literally anything.
What did Judgment say, by the way?
If
Something
she
about
fell down and pretended to be sick, I move forward in line.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we can order anything we want.
And as I promised you in recompense, here are soul coins. He hands you each, I think 2 soul coins? Yes.
Okay, and I had the bag of 4, so.
I
Yes,
thought I
we-
had
oh,
it.
you have the bag of 4?
Yeah, they handed it to me.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
You're inside the machine.
Oh, yeah.
No, I assume you know what the soul coins are, but do you know their value?
Yeah, they're 1 soul.
They are 1 soul, but they're monetary value. Since you,
Have
I'm
a
sure,
lot.
speak in gold.
No, I don't. We don't know.
1,000 gold each.
Oh, cool.
Some establishments only take soul coins, some take both.
Amazing. Can you give us 2?
I would like to, is there a waiter nearby?
A waiter comes up. Yeah, he's already there taking order.
Can I get a good plate of borscht
Okay, yep, he nods.
and some bliney?
Anything you want, you got it. Anyone else? Does everyone just want biscuits?
Wait. Yeah, no, wait, hold on, Mr. Waiter, come back. I would like some coast, sort of the coast swordfish on a bed of rice with some biscuits and honey. Thanks.
You got it. Who's next?
I don't know why, but this sandworm stew looks really delicious.
Nice. There's no peck of that.
So good.
Nice. Okay. Who's next?
Sandworm stew.
I would like a turducken.
The duck and the chicken. Okay.
Take it one step further and place it in a fourth creature. Of your
Duck
choice.
and the chicken.
Guys, I can hear you talk over. Guys, hey, I can hear you talk over Judgment. Judgment, what'd you say?
I wish for a turducken to place it inside of a fourth creature of your choice.
Alive or undead? Or cooked? What'd you say?
Dead, please. I do
Okay. All right. They're going to give you a surprise mystery fourth creature. All right. Who's left? Sovereignty.
Chef's choice.
Okay. Then you shall have the scallops.
Huh.
But also still the biscuits, though. That's very important.
Of course. And he nods and he says, he looks at Mahadi and he looks at you and he says, that's 3,000 gold.
Oh, can I add some biscuits too? Just a couple. Like
Anybody else want biscuits?
I heard it was unlimited biscuits.
Persuasion judgment. Unlimited biscuits. Itty bitty stomach.
10.
10. He looks at Mahadi. Mahadi nods, and yes, you'll get unlimited biscuits.
Mahadi already told us we could have all the biscuits we wanted.
And the waiter nods and backs up. Mahadi says, don't worry, I handle all the expenses. Now, there's one more thing I want to say before I let you enjoy your dinner. And he looks at you each in turn. First, Haro, he looks at you. And he sort of questions a little bit and strokes his beard, and he says, no, too good. And then he looks at, I guess I'll just jump right in here. He looks at you, Sovereignty, and he says, your quest is too pure. And he looks at you, Des, and he says, we don't need bards. And then
I agree.
he looks at Anatoly and Judgment. He looks at you both, and he says, ripe. Can I offer you, gentlemen, a deal of, shall I say, a lifetime?
Judgment, what do you think?
I think it's foolish to accept a deal that we haven't heard.
Very smart. He gets out a little black book and he sort of goes through it, puts it away. He says, we have room for one. This is a very simple offer. I will not try to blindside you like these other petty devils, but I will offer you, Anatoly, ultimate power, or judgment, ultimate knowledge. Either one of you, but only one, can take this deal. If you do, all I want to return is your soul.
Oh, shit. Could you give us a moment in private to discuss this, perhaps?
Why, of course. He bows and walks off.
So, Judgment, what do you think? You're the brains of the operation.
I believe he's trying for a 2-for-1. He claims the other vessels we are bound. He will get the other.
Okay. Well, I see what you're saying.
I'll also inform you that should you take ultimate power, when you die, you'll have your soul, and you will no longer have ultimate power.
Yes, this is true. This is true. But if you took ultimate knowledge, I would be really smart, like, in the... Maybe we could figure a way out to fool him out of the soul. Or the power thing. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. If it's truly ultimate power.
You will find me quite hesitant to give up my soul.
That crazy raven lady might be upset with me if I did this, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Do you think he'd take a rain check?
I don't know how much longer you're going to be here, so unlikely. He said he only had one slot, so I assume spaces are filling quick.
I mean, Judgment, I'm going to be honest. I want ultimate power. And really, I don't give a shit what you think. However, you share my soul. So I'll let you make the decision, or at least think you are.
I'm gonna pull that circlet of intelligence out of my pocket.
Oh.
And put it on Anatoly so he stops being dumb.
Okay, Anatoly, you now have a 19 intelligence. I think the circlet makes it so negatives do not affect anything. It sets your intelligence to 19, doesn't matter what your intelligence is. So now you're at 19. And you find yourself very clear-headed. But maybe you still want ultimate power. I don't know.
I'm still neutral evil, all right?
Yeah. It just means you're out for yourself. It doesn't mean you're...
Yeah, no, I know. Okay.
Perhaps the mutation won't weigh as heavily now. Consider again eternal servitude for a few scant years of power.
Yes, but if we are ultimate power or ultimate knowledge, then couldn't we theoretically find a way around whole bargain? I mean, it stands to reason that it would be possible, but I know what you are saying. I mean, it could be...
Sovereignty?
Yeah.
Do you hear what's happening here?
I mean, I kind of tuned out, but...
Did you know that Mahadi makes deals through Asmodeus?
I mean, that makes sense from what he said.
Yeah, it does. Those deals are bound through stone. They're unbreakable.
Mm.
Unless you can kill Asmodeus, get down to the 9th level of hell, slay all the devils in the world, and then maybe you can break it.
Judgment.
But ultimate power, ultimate knowledge, I would take that sovereignty maybe.
Judgment.
You might double your power level.
Did you guys ask him, when he gets your soul? Does he get it when you die? Does he get it right away? How does that work?
Oh, that would have been a smart thing to ask, but I was stupid, a couple of minutes ago. So
maybe it's not intelligence you need. Maybe it's wisdom.
I don't want to put myself here like protagonist, but do you have any questions? I've made a few of these deals myself.
I got a question.
Yeah, I got you.
Why when Anatoly put Iker on his weapon, he turned into a raven?
Because he has a bond with the Raven Queen. I mean, come on. That's what you had to ask me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you.
I'm going back to sleep now.
What's the cat?
I'm not that concerned with the timing of when he gains our soul.
He'll get the soul. You'll get the soul as soon as
Lived at the wrong time.
Oh shit! I out of character. God, I really don't know.
Do it. It's a fantasy game.
Could they hear the part about it being unbreakable, or was Jerry just telling me?
No, he was just talking to you, but he was talking to you, but he was talking to everybody at the same time.
I was already thinking it, so
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Editorially, don't you want ultimate power? Itty bitty living spot.
All right. Are you gonna take advice from the guy trapped in a shield?
Maybe
Take it.
Here's some biscuits.
I'm gonna say that because I'm a devil. All right. Good luck, Anatoly. Bye.
Okay. I wave him back over.
Okay, Mahdi comes over and says,
Mahdi.
yes, have you decided?
So here's the deal. Ultimate power, right? It's ultimate. It's amazing. But, what is really ultimate power if you don't have, your soul? That stands to reason that wouldn't be a power that's so, ultimate. So I think I appreciate the offer. Truly I do. But fuck off.
Very well. And you?
ultimate knowledge for the price of my soul is temporary. You would gain back the knowledge once I perish.
But you would become immortal as a devil forever.
That is not the future I envision for myself.
Very well. Please enjoy your dinner. And he bows and walks off.
Bye.
You receive the most delectable food you've ever tasted, each to your own palate. Your mouth is just gushing as you smell and savor and you dive in. You haven't eaten anything of substance that's not been Avernus tainted food in forever. You just stuff your face inevitably, and you're nice and full until you can eat no more. And at this point, I think you have an idea of where to go next. Harmon's Hill. You got it from Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? Should we keep going or should we pause here?
Before we do anything, I would like to pocket a biscuit and bring it back to Anna before we leave for being so helpful and kind.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she hasn't tried. And I'll take some for Fenris and for 4. Take some
Okay.
biscuits.
Take some biscuits.
I think on a full stomach, though, I think I might be ready to head back to the war machine and take a rest.
Okay,
Yeah, I have to be up very early,
Yeah.
so.
cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Fight devils.
Anatoly and Judgment did not take the offer this time, but we'll see, and we'll see what happens if and when they get to Harmon's Hill. Who are the players here? Who is Anna? Oh my gosh. We'll find out. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.